What's good? What's good? Yeah, what's up, Nitro? What's up, Baba Roosh? What's up, Wild Tay David, Schofield? What's up, everybody? How y'all doing, chat? I know it's been a couple days. Don't say W Daily Streamer. I know I took a couple days off. Audio sound good? Everything good? We got Myron behind the scenes, checking it out, interrogating the soundboard. What's good, chat? Chat, everything sound good? What's good with y'all? How you doing? I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit bummed out. I'm a little bit bummed out. I cannot show up on the emergency meeting later tonight. Is audio or are you lying? Yeah, everyone's lying. What's good, y'all? No, we'll talk about the boring stuff later. Yeah, they banned me from TikTok. They banned me on Twitter. They banned me on TikTok. Not all the TikTok pages. So now I'm going to say it one more time. You know, I say it every single stream. Run it up. All the TikTokers, shout out to every single one of you. Maybe I should shout you out right now. Now that my main TikTok was banned. I don't have TikTok. I've never had the app. My editor, Musa, was running it, but my main account got banned. At the same time, Fresh and Fit just got a strike. I feel like it was a targeted attack. I want to read an article. Fresh did not want me to read it, but I want to read it on my stream because he's not here. And also, I can't be on the emergency meeting. I was supposed to do the emergency meeting on Tage Beats on Rumble. Sneako Live on Rumble, Real Sneako on Rumble. I can't go on. Mahmoud, thank you. 10 years of hard work to be called an overnight success. W, love you, bro. Keep it up. Exactly. I've been doing YouTube, and I'm also working on a main channel video today. I've been sleepwalking in Bucharest, walking around. I'm not sure if I should go to London next, if I should go to Amsterdam next, or I should just go back to Miami. It's a little bit discouraging. It's a little bit discouraging. And the reason I can't go on the emergency meeting, I'm a risk. I'm a risk to have on. I don't want to go like fully into detail, but from what I'm hearing behind the scenes, it's I'm a risk. I was talking to Andrew for a long time last night, and it's funny to hear that from the most dangerous man on the internet, from the most canceled man in history, canceled on fucking Uber, Airbnb, LinkedIn, Bumble. Was he canceled on Tinder? Probably. Imagine being banned on, and that dude is saying I'm a risk. A risk of cringe? Yo, suck my dick, bro. Nick's more canceled. Actually, yeah, that's a fact. Nick's on a no-fly list. But that was actually part of the reason. And I want to keep having their foots on, but you know, so I can't be discouraged about it. There's two options you could take. You can get or you keep working. And I just want to be someone of action. I don't want to sit behind the scenes and cry. It's disappointing. I was sitting here slouched up like this. But nothing gets done. And there's a bigger purpose, a bigger message that needs to be spread. But you know, all the way in Romania, and I can't get on. I can't get on. Fuck it, I don't care. But tonight, check out Fresh and Fit and Tate Speech on Rumble. They will be streaming the emergency meeting with Fresh and Fit, Andrew Tate. Tristan Tate is still sick, so it'll be Justin Waller, Andrew, and Fresh and Fit. And not me. Because I'm a risk. Aiden, thank you for the 10. Motivation plus success prevails. Yeah, exactly. That's all you can do. That's all you can keep. You can just keep working. You can't sit and wallow. Right now, I think the old me would have went the depression route. I would have been like, I give up, and I would have went back to my hotel and laid down and just scrolled on my phone until I fell asleep and beat my meat and just the sideways phone scrolling. But that nothing gets done. So I know what I have to do. I know what I'm supposed to do. Just stream anyway. I'm here. I'm in Romania. Fuck it. I'm in Bucharest. Like, I'm in this. I have a studio right in front of me. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Are they saying you're too extreme? It's just I'm blacklisted right now. I got banned on TikTok yesterday. My main account at the Sneako. There's no point in trying to get it back. You know, behind the scenes, like you can get it back if you pay some money. But the likelihood that it's going to get rebanned and then I'm going to waste whatever fucking 4,000 it takes to get it back is just not worth it, in my opinion. Especially with Twitter too, that shit would have cost like 14,000 to get it back. But I don't want to. If they don't want me on the platform, they don't want me on the platform. I'm not gonna beg. I'm not gonna try to go behind the scenes and get a hack from somebody who like knows somebody who knows somebody. Fuck it. Dor, thank you for the 14 Canadian love from Iranians, bro. Thank you. You sure it's because you sure it's not because you're a dork? Well, bald sea creature, I'm the one in the studio right now, and you're the one at home giving me money to say that. Who's the dork? I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be in the situation But thank you for your $5. Bro, you in the Tate studio. That's dope as fuck. Yeah. Okay, I want to read an article and talk about this. This is the bigger message that needs to be talked about. Chat, WL on BuzzFeed. I didn't think that anybody even fucking read BuzzFeed. But Fresh is like, no. BuzzFeed gives all the news to everybody. BuzzFeed gives all the news to the social media sites, and that is kind of a fact. When I saw on Twitter, you going on the trending page, it would always have something from BuzzFeed, even though nobody fucking reads it. Why aren't the Tates with you? One, because I'm a risk, and two, Tristan's sick. And there's a lot of heat. There's a lot of heat right now, chat. It's not just entertainment at this point. I know you guys think it's just a stream and you want to see, like, where are they? Where are they? Yeah, I would obviously be great to have them on too. But you kind of have to, when you get to this point of fame and cancellation and when there's an agenda, you have to think strategically. I was talking to Andrew for a long time last night, and I was learning lessons from the most canceled man on the internet, besides Nick Fuentes. From the most recently canceled man on every single site, closes bank accounts. The guy's living good. So people were messaging me like, is he still rich? Like, yes. They don't need social media to get money. The difference is, and what was very humbling hearing from Andrew, and you know what I know, what everybody's been telling me, I'm going to react to Bradley Martin. He was saying the same thing. I'm not rich. I had a good month. I'm okay. I'm doing all right. I'm on my way. Better than like most people. People are going to be in the super chats like, you're a dork. I make more money than you. It's true. It's true. I'm 25. I do. So like, you can call me a dork, bro. Like, I'm up right now. But I am not prepared to take on the matrix, the system. I'm not prepared financially to take it on. I can't do it. You need to have multiple passports. You need to have multiple bank accounts. You need to have your money protected in crypto. You need to be in different countries. Ideally, you can't even be in America, and I am all of those things. So I'm not ready to take this on. And what was very humbling hearing from Andrew was, I like the message. What you're doing is good. You can sleep well at night knowing that you're spreading a good message, but you need to add more empathy. And hearing that from some guy, they try to take everything. If they did the same thing to me, I would actually be hurt by it. Andrew doesn't give a fuck. Tristan doesn't give a fuck. What happened to them happened to them. They were balling beforehand. I get my money from this. I have other businesses. I have crypto. I have the creativity kit. But this is the bread and butter. And this is what I love doing. This is what I want to do. It's even funny because in order for like some fucking nerds in here to say like, oh, you're a dork, I would get into other businesses just so that I could have the entrepreneur idea about me and I could start talking about shit besides just YouTube. That's the only reason I would get into other businesses. It's just to have other shit to talk about. But I don't genuinely want to do that. What I want to do is walk around with my Joby tripod, make movies, crack some jokes, spread the truth. That's it. I don't give a fuck about business. I don't want a casino. I don't want a webcam studio. I want to do this. And I as of now, I need to keep this. Follow my Rumble. We're working on getting a deal. I think I can get that done. Sneeko Live and Real Sneeko, but that's the humbling part. Raul says, our mindset and masculinity is under attack. Be careful, bro. Guys, you still need, like addicts need 12-step. I don't know what you're talking about. And also what Andrew was telling me is like, if I'm streaming every night, I'm getting thousands of viewers. Think about how many people are going to be crazy. Think about how many fucking like guys who are going to show up in a fucking mall with an AR out of revenge, or like show up at their ex-girlfriend's house ready to get redemption, right? How many people do you think, chat, type of one, if you think it's more than like 300 every time I stream, are some crazy people? And then think about it. The government was already playing my videos in the Senate committee. The chair of Homeland Security says I'm a threat. The senator of Michigan says I'm a threat. So imagine one of those dudes, you go look through their browser history and you see Sneeko. It's a wrap. Chat, type a 2 if you don't think I'm ready for this shit. It's humbling. So what, and the annoying part is, they were telling me not to even say this shit, man. Like everything I'm saying right now is just what I'm thinking. I'm not even supposed to be about this. Is that I have to water down the message so that I can stay on these platforms, and I'm going to feel like a sellout. And then people are going to say I'm selling out. But that's the truth. That is the objective truth. The government's watching me. Twitter and TikTok just banned me. I'm on a social media watch list. I am a risk. They think they're considering me dangerous. And I know people in here call me a dork. I don't think of myself that highly, but they consider me a threat. So I have to act accordingly. I wish I had my fucking soundboard. So let's read this article. This is the bigger message going on. I'm not even mentioning this, but I want to read it because I'm willing to take more risks than I think this is more important, genuinely. I think it's more important to spread the truth than to try to like fucking simp to keep your platform. My brother is so far gone. How male influencers turn the men in these people's lives toxic. People told BuzzFeed News how their loved ones have embraced deeply hateful and misogynistic worldviews since the listening to alpha male influencers. A beloved brother who suddenly supports violence against women, who minored in women's studies and now wants to murder effeminate men. A boyfriend who starts making misogynistic jokes. Misogynistic jokes! We asked our readers how toxic male influences have changed the men in their lives and how they've responded with disturbing stories. Okay, so this article is going to be a bunch of fucking bitches whining because men are starting to stand up for themselves and now they can't manipulate men and make them do whatever you want. Whatever they want. But men should be in control. Men should do what the fuck they want to do. That's the red pill. It's better that way. It's better if the woman is listening to her man. It just things work in harmony like that. We had a feminist here 2 days ago talking about the wage gap and all this bullshit, talking about astrology, and I said, get me some coffee. And she did, and she was happy the rest of the time. She came back the next day. It went from feminism to coffee in 20 minutes. That's what they want to do. The blue pill, the matrix pushing, is telling you that you're supposed to, well, okay, sweetie, if you want to do. And you're just feeding their egos. They don't want to do that. It's all brainwashing. It's good to finally be around people who get it and understand it and not have to fucking sit with all the fucking. And it's getting harder, guys. I really don't want this to be on no women hate shit. What I want to do is empower men. I want men to realize what's happening and for men to act accordingly. Because when I started streaming, it became so clear based on the chat since season 1, when I just was reacting to Andrew Tate, Tate Speech and Tate Confidential. When I was just reacting to it because my chat was begging, saying, watch this, watch this, watch this. Watch Hamza, watch self-improvement. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Guys are sad and lonely, and I did not understand it until I read the chat in season 1. Type a 1 if you were in here in season 1. When I didn't even know who Andrew Tate was before I started streaming. People were saying, okay, fine, I'll watch it. And I was like, this is kind of like, and then I understood. I got it. And now I'm here in the studio. Shit really came full circle. But it's a problem. Men's mental health is on the absolute decline. The average man is fucked. Fucked. These bitches only want to fuck the top 1%. It is what it is. These bitches only respect the top 1%. These bitches, not these bitches, these queens all think that they deserve the top men. For nothing, just for the way they look. So the average man, consequently, is fucked. So the only thing we could do, you cannot be on no incel shit. Don't fucking take revenge out. Don't show up at a GameStop with all your feelings and empty the clip. Don't do that because they're going to blame me. They're going to try to ban me. Fuck that. That's who gets the blame put on them. You're not committing any revenge if you do some Elliot Rodger bullshit. You're making me look bad. You're going to ban me, and what I'm trying to do is empower men. And I also want to empower women too. I think empowering women is telling them to embrace their femininity. We've brainwashed people to think that empowering women means that they need to be in charge. That's not it. They need to be empowered by embracing their classic female nature, what they really want to do. These women don't want to be masculine. These women don't want to be in charge. It's all one big ego trip. They're happier when they get to play the role that they want to play. WRL chat. So what I want to do is I just want to encourage men to get to the top. Get out of this shit. Stop listening to bullshit telling you that you need to fall in line, telling men that they can't be leaders, telling men that they need to be submissive, saying that you can't make it, get fat, be lazy, take these pills, and shut the fuck up. Don't say what you really think because of cancel culture. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Type a 1 if you're sick of it. I know you are. That's why you're watching this. That's why anyone's watching me. It's because you relate to me on being tired of the fucking bullshit. So much bullshit that I can't even fucking sit here and talk to Andrew Tate on the podcast. I have to do it off the camera because I'm a risk. Okay. Supporters of the alpha male ideology, a term adopted by the manosphere to describe what they consider the ideal version of manhood, were dealt a blow when rising star Andrew Tate was deplatformed across several social media sites in quick succession in August. The former kickboxer and purported self-made millionaire found infamy online as one of the top influencers in an ecosystem of toxic male figures by defending traditional Western gender roles and preaching the gospel of misogyny. Misogyny. He and other creators like him position themselves as life coaches, teaching hypermasculinity and hustle culture. You see how fucking stupid this shit is? Telling men that they should be in control is hypermasculinity. They use all these bullshit, they use all these fake words to make you feel bad that you want to be yourself. Hustle culture? Why is that in quotes? What's wrong with hustling? They want you to just get a job and shut up. And when you were all kids, when you were 6 years old, what did you want to do? You wanted to be an NBA star. You wanted to be a YouTuber. You wanted to be a kickboxer. I wanted to be a boxer when I was a kid. I was said that was, you're going to hurt your head. All right, I should have just weaved. My parents were afraid I didn't go. That was my first dream. I wanted to be a boxer. Gave that up at like 6. The next job, the number one coveted job in America is YouTuber. Being a leader, doing what the fuck you want to do, and then they program you to think that you want to get a job where you have a boss. They make you so weak and slow that you give up on actually wanting to be a leader and you just tell someone else, oh, lead me. I'm too tired to do it. Maybe you're too tired because you have all this debt, because you have to go to school, because you have to be in a 9 to 5, and by the time you get out and you can work on your website or whatever the fuck you want to do, you don't have any energy. They drain your energy. They tell you take these pills. So much shit I can't even fucking talk about because I'm profiled right now, man. Gotham, could you explain how you're a risk if you are still going to get on and spread the red pill? Andrew was banned and you ain't less of a risk and you still want to spread the message? Because I'm not even sure how much I'm supposed to talk about, Gotham. One more time, he said, could you explain how you're a risk if you're still going to get on and spread the red pill? Because the red pill is way bigger than just women. It's way bigger than that. The red pill is the truth. And I can't fully tell you the truth because they are watching me. There's certain things you just can't say on YouTube, and that shit makes me go fucking crazy. But follow my Rumble. I'm going to start streaming on there too. As soon as I get a deal. CEO, hit me up. Andrew was supposed to text you. I can't. I have strikes on my channel. They ban me on TikTok. They ban me on Twitter. I cannot tell you the full truth because it's against the guidelines. They'll take it off right now. If they censor it, it's true. People have been watching since season 1, know what the fuck I really think, and now I gotta water it down. Ain't you less of a risk? Yeah. Yes. But I can't say everything. But Donald Trump is back on Instagram. Donald Trump is back. You have to type in his whole thing, his shadow ban. Yo, Justin, pull up. You want to come up? What's good, Justin? Yeah, say what's up to Justin Waller. Getting mad right now. Can you hear me ranting? Yeah. Is that plugged in? I think it should be. Try test it. Test. Oh, this one's on. Article right now.
What you yelling about, man?
Yell about the truth, Justin. I'm pissed off. Can't come in the emergency.
Oh.
Justin's gonna be on the emergency.
Yeah.
But I can't. That's like how this like. I'm not.
Yeah. So basically, you got to do whatever you can to. No. Test.
Yeah,
Test. All right, cool. So basically, you got to do whatever you can to protect your friends, right? In all situations.
Yeah.
And so, one of our friends that are coming on, probably doesn't need to be mentioned. Everybody knows who he is. Test. It's this one. Cool. We're good?
Yeah, put it right.
So yeah. So anyway, you want to protect your friends at all costs, at all times. See the big picture. Right now, the short-term picture is that it's better for our said friend that it doesn't happen because you're getting that you're telling, it's a real thing that you're doing. So, you just got to roll with the punches sometimes. Sometimes in business, I take things that I know I don't really want to take in the moment, but if I might take an L on the battle and win the five right now. So
Do you think how do you think I could redirect my message a little better? We were talking about that with our friend last night, and yeah, a lot of people are in here. They think that I'm just bullshit, and there's a lot of people watching that think it's just because like I'm a dork or something like that. Do you think that I should how do you think I could redirect my message? Because we pretty much agree on everything. I think we do. And what I've noticed from guys like Justin and guys like Fresh and our unnamed friend is that how old are you? You're 31? You're 36? When you get to I think past your 30s, you start to quell your frustration, your anger with it. And last night we were in the war room. Shout out to the war room, sitting down talking, and it really fucking pisses me off, especially because I've probably just realized all this stuff. But I think Justin agrees with pretty much everything I'm saying. But you just have to pick your battles and figure out the best way to move forward and how to act on it. But me, I'm just like, fuck. How do you quell that anger? That's my question.
anger doesn't necessarily go away. It's just understanding what's going to make you win in the long run. You're always going to have anger. You're always going to be frustrated. You're going to have things challenging you physically or mentally. You just have to understand to win the game. You have to stay in the fight sometimes. You might take a couple blows, ropes for a minute, and just have to cover up and take a couple shots. That's going to make you angry. But you have to funnel the anger towards training more or towards the overall goal in your mission, man. The older you get, the less angry you get because kind of the more callous you get to these kind of situations. This is new. What do you? Yeah, bro. So at 24, I'd be just as pissed as you. So it's not me saying that I have this wisdom that you don't have, or I had a wisdom that you didn't have at your age. I would be just as angry. In fact, I still get angry. It's just something that you have to deal with and know in the long run you're going to win. That's it, man. It's more of, I don't want to say a cope, but more of an understanding of the bigger picture that you're going to have these moments. Andrew's dealing it with it right now. It took his whole social media away. You think that doesn't make him angry?
Saying that he doesn't get emotional about it, he's just seeing it logically. He seems like he's pretty stoic about it.
But you get to be stoic in this moment. You get to be stoic because if you get to be stoic, you can be angry inside and still show stoicism to the outward world, which is a sign of greatness. Another sign of greatness is that you're being attacked at all. You could be saying what you're saying and nobody know who you are, and nobody would know who you are. They only attack people that do great things. It's a sign of you getting somewhere to the point where you have been targeted in some way. No man that does anything great ever goes through all the way through life and doesn't get targeted. Make sense? You have to reframe it in that way, and that makes stoicism easier.
Yeah, but maybe the emotional side makes my streams more entertaining. If you're freaking out, oh my God, the truth, red pill, wake up.
You got to see where the line.
Yeah, because that should genuinely make me upset. Like I'm reading this right now. They're saying, this is an article from BuzzFeed. Through social media, podcasts, videos, and online courses, the millennial and Gen Z men, Tate influencer Kevin Samuels, who died in May 2022, and Myron Gaines and Walter Weeks of the Fresh and Fit podcast successfully built careers selling the idea of the dominant man to millions of followers while trafficking an anti-woman and anti-LGBTQ rhetoric. Notice how they use the word trafficking very conveniently right here. It's not anti-woman that people want traditional gender roles. It's not anti-LGBTQ if people prefer what's going to further the race. A lot of what's going on, chat, WRL, a lot of what's going on in the LGBTQ is pretty much disgusting. If you look at the pride parades, they even have internal beef. A lot of the G and the L's don't even want the T's in there. The B's, they're kind of there. The Q's, I don't even know why they're there. There's so much beef going on. And every time we watch the pride parades, it's straight up disgusting. People are getting so brainwashed by the LGBTQ agenda, by afraid of getting canceled. Because if you say anything criticizing it, you're labeled as trafficking anti-LGBTQ. What the fuck? Trafficking They're accepting pedophiles now. So people are so afraid of getting canceled. These woke parents are showing up, pushing their stroller through a bunch of bag of dicks on the streets of New York. Do you think that Fresh and Fit are in Andrew? In our friend are anti-LGBTQ and anti-woman?
I can't speak for them directly, but I can tell you that all of us have incredible women. Particularly, I don't have any. I don't think there's a reason to have anger to one. If you show emotion to a woman, it's never going to benefit. Number two, if said woman in your life is not good for you in your life, then you should, in a gentlemanly way, have her exit. And no, man, I don't think they're against women at all in any way. I think there's lines of entertainment, and those two things interact to some degree, particularly on like Fresh and Fit's podcast, especially with the type of girls that come in. Those girls are honestly, in my honest opinion, exception to the most girls are not 304s. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I don't think, I know for a fact Andrew doesn't. I know for a fact Myron doesn't, and I know for a fact that Walt does not hate women, myself included. And from my interactions with you, I don't think you hate women either.
Love women.
So, I think we all absolutely love women. It's the bullshit and the hypocrisy that you don't like, that we don't like. It's the lies. Yeah. I don't think that you should be able to tell a little boy or a little girl before they're even hitting puberty whether they want to be a little boy or a little girl or not. Little girls go through phases where they call tomboy, being a tomboy, all the time. Does that mean she wants to be a man? No. Does a little boy possibly play with his sister every now and then? Does that mean that he wants to be a transsexual, woman now? Absolutely not. So it's the hypocrisy that's the problem in the world. And that's what creates anger, especially that people are passionate like we all are. And we just want to call the bullshit out, man. Just let people be who they are. Absolutely. If you grow up and you're past 18 and you want to change your gender and you want to get a surgery, by all means do it. But I don't think you should ever let a child do it because they don't know who they are yet. They're still figuring everything out. So that's my opinion on it. It's especially in the T category. I think that's where things are really, really dangerous. And I also think throwing it in their face and having T show up at schools reading books is I don't want to say disgusting, but I think completely unfucking necessary. So
it's saying it's cutting out a little bit. I think we need to project more. You hear it cutting out? Yo, thank you, Myron. Asia Production says, "Come to Islam, my bro." Oh, can you turn this one on too for Justin? You want to pull up too? You want to turn on 3?
It's okay, guys. I'm saving Sneeko right now because he's trash.
My voice is loud enough. His voice is too deep for the mic.
Yeah, I was listening to another thing. Hold on, let me fix this real quick. Go ahead. You keep going.
I'm talking. Come to Islam, my bro. Your life will be a lot better. We're here to help you. Allahu Akbar. Inshallah. Mashallah. Gotham. W. Justin. Appreciate you both. Below she says, W. Sneeko. W. Tristan. W. Tate. W. Chat. W community, I genuinely want to have debates with you on stream. Debate about what? If you're saying W to everything that I agree with, then we're not going to have anything to debate about. Escape the Majors, thanks for the 10. They on you because you exposing the corruption within the elites. It's not your so-called misogynistic views. Be careful, bro. These people are dangerous and make people disappear. God's watching. I'm all right, man. And thank you, Arturo. Chad, everything sound good? Okay. More of this article. These figures are seen as compelling to their followers because they are perceived as anti-mainstream, said Dr. Lisa Segura, author of The Incel Rebellion, The Rise of the Manosphere, and the Virtual War Against Women, and ow, what the fuck?
It's a service fee.
What the fuck?
It's a service fee for fixing the mic.
Pain? Yeah, I can hear fine. You need a shower. You stink. The virtual war and a professor who studies the crossover between gender and cybercrime.
When you come back, I'll probably switch out.
But of course, the contradiction is... Okay, interrupt me one more time. But of course, the contradiction is that it's very much part of the mainstream and validating the usual tropes about gender and violence against women. See, they're trying to paint this picture that this type of rhetoric is what is to blame when people go up to a school with a Glock. Right, when they show up in GameStop and start wanting to get vengeance, they're trying to blame us. That's word for word what the senator who says I'm a threat is trying to paint the picture as. So that's where the message needs to be redirected. It's not anything negative. I don't hate women. Justin doesn't hate women. Nobody hates women.
Love women.
Love women. I love women so much. DM me if you're a woman. I'll say hi. I'll tell you how much I love you. If you look good. But that's where the message needs to be redirected. I don't want to spread no incel shit. I don't want to promote that because they're going to blame me. And that's how they're going to get me. That's genuinely what I should be aware of. Balan Edgar Korvor said, thanks for trying to put the message out there, Sneeko. Keep up the grind. Greetings from Hungary. Join the Creativity Kit, guys. Yo, Balan, are you in the Creativity Kit? And they'll say it's a scam. This is evident in tweets from Tate's stating grape victims bear responsibility, which first got him banned from Twitter in 2017, then again earlier this year. Renewed attention on his misogynistic comments in August saw him deplatformed from TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, where his 3 channels had over 1 million subscribers and were reportedly earning both him and YouTube millions of dollars in ad revenue. While Tate may now be banned from most social media platforms, the audience he and other misogynistic influencers have cultivated remains. These people don't even know what the fuck misogynistic means. They don't know. They say that word for people who just don't buy into the brainwashing. And chat, the same thing is going to happen to you. If you don't roll over, if you don't let yourself get manipulated by a woman, if you don't let her call the shots, then you're a misogynist. That's the direction they're going. So you got to think about why. Why are they trying to do this? Are they trying to empower women, or are they trying to destroy the home from the inside out? Are they realizing that a strong man is the biggest threat to any system of power? Aren't they just trying to take away all the power that we have away? What did they do the last 2 years? They kept us inside. They covered your face. They said you can't interact with other people. They said you need to take certain shots. They want to see how much you can comply. They want to see if they can elect somebody right in front of your face that nobody really wants, that nobody is in support of, that's saying that you need to take a shot if there's a hurricane. It's a bunch of garbage. And the more they get away with it, the more they keep laughing at us from the top. They think this shit is hilarious, that we all believe in it.
Oh, I'm going to bounce. I got to go get on some sales, but.
Yo, thanks for stopping by. Yo, check out Justin Waller's channel.
Waller 7.
Am I wilding right now? Should I tone down this message? Okay. Leon VRP says, in an inverted world, being a misogynist means that you love women. That's a clown world. Expose the rapper cult. They try to reprogram our subconscious with negative vibrations and words. They sell souls to be cut off from God and play with demons. Chad, I think that's why I believe in God. Hey, how you doing? Want to sit down? How you doing? Come here. It's fine. You can sit down. We're doing a stream right now, yeah. He's yelling about misogyny. Do you think I'm a misogynist? Yeah, or you could talk it to the mic. Wait, can you, is this on? It's not on? Chat, you can't hear them, right? Okay, you can come closer. What's your name, by the way? Fabian, and your name? Nice to meet you again. Hi. Okay, so you're in the misogyny headquarters right now. You see that over here. Everybody on TikTok thinks that people like me and people like them are terrible people. Yo, Myron, can this mic isn't on again? I wanted to plug him in. You want to join? How did this shit freeze? My ugly voice. I like your coat. Look good.
Hello?
Oh, there you go. Maybe the pickup pattern's too low or something.
Name's Fabienne Montgomery, and
It's barely picking up. She's got to yell at this point.
Yell? Fabienne?
Oh, that's much better. Everything sounds good. So you recognized me on the street today. What videos have you seen? What do you think?
I've seen a lot of.
Okay, and you don't think I'm a violent misogynist?
I don't think so.
You don't think I'm a bad person?
No, but
They're all saying they can't hear anything.
it's necessary.
Yeah, they can't hear anything. L mic, L mic, L mic. Yeah, this is Myron's fault. It's not my fault.
Oh,
We didn't expect this. I was just gonna come here and talk to the people, talk to the chat. See, this is such a try-hard setup. Myron bought his whole Fresh and Fit studio here. When I'm home, I just have one Blue Yeti microphone that picks up everybody in the room. It sounds nice and crisp. But he's like, "Oh, get a Shure. Go fit this in your suitcase." It's the gate. That's why it's not picking up. The gate is probably that's because it's too low. You get what I'm saying?
I didn't know we'd
He
be
doesn't even know what gate
showing
means.
up to this.
I do know.
Hello.
Yeah, that's better. Chat, that's any better? Okay.
My name is Fadao. I'm from the Netherlands.
Okay. Nice to meet you one more time. Yeah, I think it sounds better. Okay, it's good now. It's good now. They're saying it's better. Okay, the thing is that the Matrix in these. You want to sit down too? Pull up.
I haven't been given a chance because
He smells pretty bad, right?
And they're like, no.
Horrible.
Very bad.
The thing that the Matrix and these people don't know is that if you go against nature, you will always lose. So,
Some people.
Okay, he keeps interrupting me in the middle of the show. Justin King, thank you for the 20. In my opinion, the changing narratives in the mainstream online are due to an unconscious message of power through faith making its way through the algorithm. Kanye, for example, thoughts, also input volume. Yeah, it's better now. And thank you for the 10. Shout out to Fresh and Fit for helping me see where my past relationships failed and to stop blaming myself. So we're reading an article right now basically calling us a misogynist. Do you guys read BuzzFeed?
Oh. I watch the funny little videos.
BuzzFeed still in 2022?
No, well, I mean, what is there on BuzzFeed News? I didn't even
A
know it
bunch
was
of
the news.
garbage, a bunch of bullshit.
It was just a funny video thing that you could click on and do quizzes and stuff.
Yeah.
You know about that?
What, like my birthday quizzes, astrology
yeah.
quizzes?
That's all I know about the BuzzFeed.
Okay. Well, they're starting from the top saying, my brother's far gone, how male influencers turn the men in these people's lives toxic, calling us misogynist. What makes this particular strand of consecration so insidious is how it's packaged most often as self-help for men who are struggling with real issues.
Well, I mean, I think it's just a cover for, like, what they're trying to cover up. They're trying to, like, weak men are easily controlled and stuff, and so that's
so you
what they
agree?
want to keep. Yeah.
You're based.
I'm what?
You're based.
What do you mean base?
You're red-pilled.
I'm red-pilled, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
On the surface, there's that appreciation of genuine problems that the men suffer in society, but these communities are not about support. They are more concerned with creating this common enemy of women's society and progressiveness. Instead, they're taught to self-loathe, hate women, and blame women on broader society for it. But once again, we're here with two women, and there's no part. They don't think that we hate women. It's just trying to empower men. We're trying to tell men that they need to be themselves, but everyone else on social media is trying to shut this out. And do you think that they actually believe this, or they really just don't want us to spread this message?
Yeah, I kind of
It's
zoned
okay.
out a little.
It's fine. What are you thinking about right now? You're like, oh my God, I'm on a stream, it's live.
I don't know. I didn't know we were walking into this.
It's okay.
It was a bit intimidating coming
it
into
is.
the Tate House.
What did you expect coming into the Tate House?
I mean, I expected security and all that, but it was like, the guy's like trying to like not make us freaked out or anything. He's like, this is just protocol. It's protocol.
Oh, they patted you down?
No, they didn't pat us
Oh, okay.
down. Oh my gosh. But yeah.
On the
That's
surface,
fine.
there's that appreciation of genuine problems that the men suffer in society, but on these communities are not about support. They're more concerned with creating this common enemy of women, society, and progressiveness. Instead, they're taught to self-loathe, hate women, and blame women in society for it. Nobody's doing that. That's the biggest misconception, is that nobody's blaming women for these problems. It's that women are not capable of solving this problem. It comes from the top. It comes from the elites brainwashing us and indoctrinating us with all this bullshit. It's not their fault. You didn't do anything. I'm not mad at you. You think I'm mad at you? Okay. I'm not mad at you.
Just
You don't know?
didn't know we were going into a chat.
Yeah, you said that. Thank you, Orange Bovin. It's not their fault. But that's what they want to paint the picture that we're incels. So chat, you need to act very accordingly. We can't be in here not being gentlemen, not being respectful. A lot of people tag me in these disgusting Instagram stories where they're like, I had to tell her off. And then a girl will be like, I'm too busy to hang out. And then they send paragraphs about how they're high value men. And like, yeah, I just had to tell her that. Like, why are you tagging me in that? She doesn't care. You're sending her paragraphs just like that's what she's supposed to do. You have to act like a gentleman. You have to act respectful at all times. You need to treat women how they're supposed to be treated. That angry incel GameStop AR-15 energy is not the move. Have you had a bad experience with a guy who was on some shit like that? What they're trying to do right now, they're trying to say that this message is making men act out of line and act out of character. Have you had anybody like be extremely rude to you? Who was probably like one of my fans or one of the Tate's fans?
I mean, I haven't met a lot of that are to Andrew Tate, but I think they're just scared to talk about it because any girl they talk to about it, they'll just like cut them off and make them look like a bad guy, and you know what I mean?
Destroy the nuclear family was literally a message on the BLM website. If that don't tell you something, I don't know what will. I didn't see that. Send me that. You have to pick that up. What are you thinking right now, Netherlands? You're like, oh my god, this is so crazy.
It's kind of weird walking.
It's unexpected.
What did you think that? What did you expect of the Tate House before you walked in?
I don't know. Big gates. Cars.
You're not scared though, right? There's no misogynies around here.
No.
Do you see any women trafficked in the basement? Walking by, do they have chains on them? What? No! Wait, clear that up.
I'm joking.
That's what everybody's saying on TikTok. Do you know how many people of your generation and how many women think that the Tate brothers are human traffickers? Like, literally. I would say the majority of the internet does. And here's two women who just stepped in. Did you see any women being trafficked?
No.
Did you come here willingly? And are any women look uncomfortable here? Besides maybe you being on the stream right now.
I haven't seen any other women around.
You did. And she was walking around?
No, I didn't see it.
And they were selling her organs?
Martin.
For instance, Samuels initially introduced himself to audiences as an image consultant and lifestyle coach, but he became a godfather figure for misogynoir, a misogyny directed at black women in his podcast across social media. RIP Kevin Samuels. Okay, I'm gonna bring you into the living room and introduce you to some people, and then come back to the stream because you guys like have some phone calls. Let's step out for a second. Chad, I'll be right back. Okay. They did not know that they were coming on the stream. That was not prepared. All right, Chad. Woo. Yo, that was... Myron told me, like, oh, no, tell these girls to come through. And then Justin comes to sit down, and then Myron wants to come in, and then he's yelling. They don't treat my stream like they treat the Fresh and Fit stream. They think that because it's not as prepared and because it's just me talking alone that people can come in and out, and they think that everything needs to be organized and everything like that. Fuck, bro. What's good though? Let me talk back to the chat, bro. I really don't want to talk to other people right now. I ain't gonna lie, bro. But thank you, Justin Waller, for taking care of him. And Jennifer, if I may kindly add, women need to start correcting other women. We've allowed feminism to flourish and look at the results. Stand up for good men, encourage healthy behaviors, and lead by example. Outfit of the day, I'm just wearing black. Yo, it's so much different not streaming in my room, not streaming at the crib. Aaron's coming in, like, oh, I don't do in the gym. They don't respect you yet. Yeah, they think that this is just like some dumb kid stream and that it doesn't matter as much. It's just like a FaceTime, even though it gets the same viewers. But I'm getting little broed. I'm learning while I'm here. Andrew's just fucking in the living room right now playing chess. Yeah, the rest of this article. And Gains and Weeks touted Fresh and Fit as a place to help men navigate females, fitness, and finances. Their combined Instagram accounts have over 600,000 followers, and their Patreon has over 1,500 subscribers, paying at least $5 a month. But Reddit has been quietly removing content from the podcast for months because it violates the platform's rules against promoting hate. So they hide this content, they silence it, and then they label you as a risk. They take away your bank accounts, they cancel you off of social media platforms, they put you on a no-fly list. And you got to prepare, chat. When I talk to these people, everybody says America's done. Everybody thinks that America's over with. And you need to make like 3-5 million to really be secure now and do everything that you want to be able to do as a man. We want Andrew. I can't. It's fucking annoying, man. He's literally in the house right now just sitting on his computer playing chess. But tune into Rumble later tonight and on Fresh and Fit on YouTube. There will be streaming. And I won't be there. We asked the readers to tell us stories about how listening to watching these influencers changed the behavior of men and lives and presented some of their experiences as representatives of Tate, Gaines, and Weeks. Gaines and Weeks did not reply to BuzzFeed's news. Tate denied that his content harms his younger followers. Children who are exposed to the internet will always find ideas that they misrepresent because they don't have real-life experience, he told BuzzFeed News. When we shared examples of real-world impact of his words, Tate argued that he was a positive force. Here's a selection of stories that suggest otherwise. They only put the negative responses. They'll put all the stories about how men aren't being manipulated anymore, everything against it, but they won't show the thousands and thousands of people where the red pill and this type of shit makes men feel better. When people message me or message any of the other people saying, yo, you helped save my life. You woke me up. I was depressed and now I'm not. Instead, they'll put selective stories from fat queens. Fuck it, bro. I just want fat bitches to make it look bad. My brother's 20 years old. We were raised to be kind and nice people and generally respectful. Last year, he started to send me clips of Kevin Samuels saying things like, finally, someone who gets it. He would make insinuations about needing to change the way he was because he was a beta. He began to say things like women need to be reminded of their place or black women need to go back to being homemakers and supporting their black kings. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with you? Put it in quotes, it doesn't make it bad. But one of the most startling behavior changes I've noticed was he becoming more violent towards women. He began sharing posts on Facebook how it's okay to beat women if they step out of line or how women are not being high value. Okay, no, he wasn't doing that. It's like he doesn't even. What Facebook post says it's okay to beat women? No one says that. No one believes that. It's like he doesn't even recognize reality of the poor arguments that he's making. As an older sibling who spends so much time with advocacy and government and general community education, watching somebody you love fall down this pipeline, you're just sitting here to try to think, damn, why did I go wrong? And everybody thinks that, like, everybody in my close life thinks that about the Tates. I'm there in their house right now. It's not true. It's all a lie. There's no trafficking. There's no kidnapping. It's a fucking lie. And you all believe it. People like closest to me probably believe, people in my family probably believe that. And now I'm here. Joaquin says, so you bring girls in to prove that they have to control what to say and not say? That's not what I did. I did not know they were coming in. Lord says, just quit weed and I'm clear-minded towards my goals. You and the Tates changed my life. Thanks, man. He is promoting change.org positions to get Andrew Tate back on social media. I think he can get back. As someone who's queer, I think the most hurtful thing I've heard them say is that he believes that there's something mentally wrong with us. To the toxic male influencers, I would say that you are creating a pathway for men to be openly violent towards marginalized people, such as black women. Blah, blah, blah. Just a fucking bunch of... I should probably read these, though. Speaking honestly, I think my brother's so far gone that he wouldn't change. He's promoting change. Fuck. No, don't say fuck. You cannot have a defeatist attitude about it, chat. You can't. You just got to think positively. You can't get emotional. You got to be stoic, strong. It's going to get... I think we're winning the fight if they have to make these articles. Nuance Due Diligence says, can I get a shout out? Well, bro, shut up, bro. People think super chats is the time to like talk to me alone. Fuck you and your fucking shout out. Thank you for $20 though. Simply Sneeko says, how did your family react when you told them you were visiting Tate? They were just like, yeah. I didn't think I told them really before I came. But I think even I'm not sure, but I think my sister and thought that they were human traffickers. Like, it's crazy how many people believe that. It's crazy. I don't think they really reacted. Part of the toxic masculinity that my dad exhibits has been homophobia. He forced my brother to listen to all of his homophobic, anti-gay, anti-women podcasts every day. And then anti-this, anti-that, homophobic, racist. That's all they got. They're not good at arguing. They don't have any like capability to go back and forth. They're not even entertaining. They can never do a live stream. So all they have is victimhood. All they have is the ability to say homophobic, anti-gay, racist, problematic, toxic. That's all they got. This fucking title says toxic, problematic. That's it. That's how far it goes. If you say those words, then you're shut out. It's like the witch hunt in 2022. I wish I could just tell him that I love him and I want the real him back, but if he continues down this path, I'm not sure how he's going to be able to maintain a relationship or any relationships for that matter. It's getting to the point where he's about to lose his family. My ex-boyfriend became increasingly possessive and would tell me I could not take a girls trip anywhere like Miami or Vegas when we argued about me going to a nightclub, but he would say that I could dance at a family gathering instead. W. He had arguments over his consumption of the content creators because it was so concerning, and he was repeating so much of their message like women should be feminine, fit, friendly, cooperative, and submissive. Exactly. Toxic femininity is women who are entitled to things just because they are women, and feminism. Exactly. It's working. It's working. And they think it's toxic. He would laugh and repeat Kevin Samuel's catchphrase, danger zone, which refers to women who are approaching an age 27 to 35 where they're no longer desirable, according to Samuels, not what your girlfriend who falls into that age range wants to hear. Well, too bad. I mean, you getting up there. What are you, 33? Some old bitches complaining. It was an incredibly upsetting experience. It was like he turned on me. Kevin Samuels and Fresh and Fit are sometimes hours-long shows. He would play them all the way through, and eventually it was daily. Oh no! I'm not hot anymore! Yeah, I don't want to hear these bitches complain. Oh no, you can't even say bitches, man. These queens. I don't want to hear them complain. It's crazy. Like, this type of content is really shaking up the whole dating world. Take your power back. I want to watch a video now from Bradley Martin. It was on the Full Send podcast. Bradley Martin's advice to Sneeko. Full Send podcast clips. Chat, WL on the show. I personally really fuck with Bradley Martin. And Bradley, shout out to you because our unnamed friend AT was saying pretty much exactly what you told me on the show, on and off camera when I met you, about how I need to repurpose the message, about how I need to be more mature, add more empathy, be smarter about it, prepare more, think about the bigger issue, fighting the battles that you know you could win, and deciding when to speak up and when not to. Bradley Martin's very smart, and he said all the same shit that our imaginary friend said. So let's watch this. Bradley Martin, advice to Sneeko.
I was the Sneeko guy.
Dude, he was dope.
I like Sneeko. I'm a
He's
supporter.
smart as fuck, dude.
I'm a supporter of him.
So
Really
he's
smart.
into like, is he like into like a lot of like government conspiracy shit?
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
or
He
just-
he. There was a few things that I did have to cut out of that podcast because it was like
He came on yours or you went on
came
his?
on mine. He came on mine.
Oh,
in Miami.
fuck. I
It was
thought you
dope
went
as
on
fuck.
his.
No, it was dope. But it was cool because I talked to him and like I totally get where he's coming from. It's just certain ways to deliver certain messages without like making like everyone besides the people who are like agreeing with you, super mad at you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
because you can give a message a certain way and deliver that with like some form of love or understanding of the other side without like alienating the other side.
Exactly. So even though every single day, chat, there's another hate video, there's another hit piece, there's another article saying toxic, problematic, trying to bring my name down, try to invalidate me, trying to gain clout off of some bullshit, just trying to use the fact that this is up right now to get some own popularity for themselves. Because you don't get any credit for saying you fuck with somebody. They'll call you a dick rider, they will talk shit in your name, they'll say you're clout chasing, but I'm an example of how you can show support for somebody, you can agree with the message, bob and weave all the allegations that you're just a copycat, and look where I am now. I'm in the room that I was watching all these videos for everybody calls me a fucking dick rider. I went from reacting to the videos to being in the house. So here's proof right in front of your face that you don't need to say negative shit all the time. Yo, the girls in the living room, so?
Are they?
Can you say hi to them? You don't need to be negative all the time.
And incoming.
Thank you. Everybody thinks that that's the quicker route to say something, to write an article, do a hit piece video, talk shit about you, say fake red pill, try to demonize you, make up fake shit, straight up fucking lie. That's the quick way. You'll get, bro, do it right now, bro. If you want quick views, it is only helping my career. But that's the best way to do it. But here's living proof. Here's live proof that you don't need to do that. Bob and weave, Taco Tate, classic Tate W. Hey Shanika, why are you risks? To Tate or is Tate the risk to you? Both of you are canceled. Is Tate just pulling a switch on you? No, trust me, Justin was on here. We were talking about it. Maybe they'll talk about it at the emergency meeting. Maybe Myron will talk about it. It's not that. It's really, it's not pulling a switch. I'm here. I wouldn't be here. Why would I be in the studio? It's just, I don't think I can fully explain it. Yeah, I can't say in detail. Trust me, when the time is ready, I'll tell you. I will tell you in full when the time is ready. But I want to wait until the smoke clears, because the hate brigade is really strong right now. It's not just social media. They want to take the money away. They want us to go to jail. It's bad. It's bigger than just some guy yelling in front of a camera now. It's bigger than that.
And
Communication's fucking key, right?
Say that again?
Communication.
Yeah.
But he's been getting his shit. Like, he's been getting strikes and stuff.
Yeah. And I talked to him kind of about this stuff. And I was like, you got to be smarter. Otherwise, like, you just going to put yourself up and you're going to allow yourself to get fucking canceled. Because he texted me later. He was like, bro, like, you really
That's
taught
why
me
I
something.
fuck with him, though. He keeps it so real, bro.
I love it. But do you have to?
You can't do that no more.
No, you can't.
That's the thing. You have to have a balance. Like, you could keep it real, but
You got to have a balance. Exactly. Bradley said exactly what the rest of these guys are saying. You need to sprinkle in the message with a shit ton of empathy to humanize you. You know, a lot of this shit right now, the red pill, the truth, is so demonized that you need to sugarcoat it. You know when you give a dog a fucking pill in a hot dog bun, in a piece of ham so that it tastes all the good shit and takes the shit that you really need, the medicine? You can't just give people the medicine straight up. You need to package it with ham. So I need to say some nice things. I need to not use certain words. I can't talk about all the truth. You need to package it, and you need to figure out which battles are worth fighting. If you don't, they'll get you.
it's a problem if I go
So
like,
fucked.
yo, this is what I think and I'm right, everyone else is wrong. And if you come at it from that perspective, then you're just going to alienate a whole group. People are
Sure.
going to be like, fuck you. They want to take you out.
But that's
Bro-
an opinion.
Yeah, but there's different opinions. Like, there's different ways to share your opinion. Like, if I told you, yo, dude, I don't like that hat. Like, that hat's the dumbest hat in the world, right? Which obviously it's not, right? But you're going to feel a type of way if I say it that way. Versus like, yo, for me, that hat's maybe not my favorite hat.
Yeah.
But for you, I can see why you might like it. It's
Saying it in a nice way, constructive criticism. You remember we were doing group projects in school and you had to write little feedback about the other people in your project, but you wouldn't say, Timmy was a stupid waste of space who wouldn't shut the fuck up and get off his phone. All you would talk about was Pokemon, but what we really needed to do to get the work done and I had to do all the work. No, you say, Timmy was kind of distracted. You can't say the truth. You got to make it sound nice because you need to prioritize people's feelings a lot of time. Because if people get triggered, if you hurt people's feelings like I do, being as abrasive as I have been, then people will focus on the negative, hear the loud, they'll focus on that instead of the message. Oh my God, he's insane. He's like so insecure. He doesn't understand. Why is he so, he just sees in his Joker era, some stupid fucking Gen Z shit, some TikTok shit, Joker era. Is that all you know about people being loud and laughing as Joker era? It's not that. You see how you need to dial it down? I thought I didn't need to. I thought that we weren't in school anymore. I thought that we could be wild on the internet. You can't even be wild because they've quieted down. They've shut everybody else who was wild. They've labeled them something. So you just need to sugarcoat it and you need to write it like the teacher would write how you're so stupid. The teacher's not going to say, Timmy's a retard. They'll say, Timmy is a little bit challenged. Wording. Very important. You got to baby the people on the internet now, chat. I know most of you in here get it, but this is how we reach more people. Type a 1 if you think I'm a sellout. Type a 2 if you think this is the right way to do it. Trust me, if I was in the chat, I would probably type a 1, but the correct way, the best way to stay and keep going is to fucking type the 2. Bite my teeth, fight the frustration. Our unnamed friend last night was talking to me for a long time. And that was the big difference I noticed between me and AT, was that he understands that we pretty much agree on everything, but I'm like, fuck, what the fuck, man? We gotta spread the truth. I gotta help people. I gotta wake people up. And he's like, no, you need to know how to pick your battles. You can't win a war when you're broke. You're broke. Every war has been lost by somebody who's broke. You're not prepared. You don't have any passports. I have 8 different driver's licenses. I've got all these girls. I got supercars. You're a brokey. And I'm like, yeah, fuck. Okay, I know, fuck. All right. I just like the message. I want to help people. I want to wake people up. This is what matters. I have unmatched perspective. That's too funny, bro. Shit, this is where he does this shit. It's weird. You're too frustrated. You're too angry. I remember being a young man myself. I'm an old man now. I don't have the time and the energy. When you slow down, you need to pick your battles.
It's just a way, how do you share it? Like, without making someone feel like, whoa, what the fuck, you're attacking me? You know what I'm saying? Because, like, for example, H3H, we were joking about it because he would talk shit about Sneeko and they go back and forth, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, and he'd want to say like, yo, you're a fat fuck, like, shut the fuck up. And it's like, although I may be like, yo, you disrespected me, I want to disrespect you. That's not going to get the job done. You know?
Exactly. With Ethan Decline, he's said some very disrespectful things about me. La Sanabi, all the streamers, the same people who fight everybody else on this side who's going to be on the emergency meeting later. We have the same common enemy, I guess. But you can't think of it as an enemy. Ethan Decline, I'm triggered because I used to be a big fan and now he's making videos trying to slander me, trying to make me look bad, not looking at the message and not seeing the bigger picture that the guy's literally Ethan Decline, losing subscribers, losing brain cells, talking slower, vacant look in his eyes, lying every single day. It sucks. So I have a personal attachment to that. So I get triggered. He used to make fun of those people. But you can't fight hate with hate. And that's what I've been doing. I've been going head on, not prepared for that. This shit it's bigger than just me versus Ethan Decline, me versus La Sanabi, me versus any of these soy boys. They all say the same shit. It's the truth versus a clown world, which we're all taking part of. It's a fucking clown world. Everybody, most people live a fucking lie, chat. Ultimately, this is what the red pill really is. And I say this all the time. It's not women. It's not women. Women just fall victim to it more often than not. They don't even see how it is. They think they're in power, but they're really just acting like men and they're unhappy. They're living in an ego trip. The red pill is realizing that power is what runs the world. Power is what everybody's seeking after. Every conversation you have, every business meeting, every new relationship you get into, anybody you meet, everybody's looking for their own little dose of power. Once you realize that, then you realize the truth and everything starts to make sense and fall in line. Oh, these people that have all this money don't give a fuck about me. All these people making rules and deciding things for me, they're using empathy and fear to manipulate me so that they get more power. Everything is about power. I'm sorry. There's few scenarios where a relationship can be about love, but that's hard to find. And even then, there's still a power dynamic. Ultimately, power is what holds everything. And people don't get that. That's the red pill, in my opinion. I think that's what will wake people up.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if we just keep going back in disrespect.
That's my biggest fucking pet peeve is those guys that'll come at you, like talk shit to you, and then you say something, and then they play victim.
Oh, bro, I've dealt with that.
That's why I don't even
so
respond.
many
I don't
times.
even respond
Holy
to any of that
fuck,
shit,
bro.
One of my biggest mistakes was fucking you do something like that, and like people, it's like they'll spin anything and make you look like a bad guy or a bully or whatever.
It's so fucked, dude.
They'll spin the message. They'll turn it and try to paint you as a trafficker or whatever lie they'll make up. Luckily, I get to dodge a lot of that because I'm younger and people don't feel threatened by me. The government and the social media platforms are threatened by my message, but ultimately people aren't threatened by me. So I get to dodge a lot of this. I can just yell and people will call me an immature kid, even though I'm spreading the same message. But that's what they have to do. They need to paint you as a misogynist, as a racist, as a trafficker, as something. They need to give you an insecure, toxic. They need to incel. They need to paint you as something so that they don't have to listen to the truth. Because one thing I've learned is that people will so adamantly defend the matrix that they're in rather than realize the truth. Because once someone gives them an ounce of truth, they need to question their entire reality. Their entire worldview is warped by all the manipulation. And they get triggered. Blame the person who's telling you the truth rather than blame the system that they're in. Don't you get it? So when you see people call me an incel or try to bring you down, all you got to do is slip. What you gonna do? Hit me? Slip. Doesn't affect me no more.
Dude.
Like recently, there was a thing with like.
But you can't win really responding to someone like that, in my opinion, because
Well, that's what
they're just not.
is.
They're just not in our lane. Like, I know who our fan base is, and I actually don't know who their fan base is, but I know who mine is, and I know that ours. They don't give a fuck about that.
They
shit.
just want to get content. That's all they want to do.
Our people just
They
want to
wanna collect
fucking
content.
laugh and try to see us make the best videos we can.
That's the difference between me and a lot of these creators, is that I don't just want to reach my audience. I don't just want to entertain. I want genuinely, sounds like bullshit, right? Type of 1 if you think this is bullshit. Type of 2 if you think I'm telling the truth. I genuinely want to wake people up. I genuinely care about this. I want to help people. I do this because I was stuck in the matrix my whole life. This has been my whole life. I remember sitting in church at 6 years old, doing the drone thing, putting on my suit, sitting in class, standing up for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to a flag that I don't give a fuck about, to the United States of America. And then being 12 and taking pills, knowing that it's not a disability. Sitting in college knowing it's a waste of time, getting into debt knowing it's a waste of time, going to the voting booth knowing it meant nothing in a liberal state where everybody votes 90% this thing, watching the news and voting for Trump, and then everybody calling me a bad person because they all believe this lie from the media, seeing people watch CNN and believe in every fucking thing they tell them even though they know that these sites are all corrupt. I genuinely care about this. It genuinely pisses me off. So what most of the creators do, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them. This is a debate I've been having with a lot of people, is like, you can't fix it. You can't change it. Just pick your battles, get your money, and get out. And I even asked our unnamed friend this last night. We were sitting in the war room. I asked him, how much do you really care about making money, and how much do you really care about waking people up? He went into long detail about this. I don't know if he wants me to share his answer. It's what you would probably expect. I'm not trying to say that as a bad thing. And then I thought about my answer, and I really care more about waking people up and spreading the truth than making money. And if you think I'm bullshitting, then I would still have my Twitter. I would still have my TikTok account. This is it. This is what I want to do. I want to spread the truth, but most people will pick their battles and decide to just get their money and get out. So I think someone all animated about it once in a while is necessary to shake shit up, and it's working. I was watching the Nelk Boys 6 months ago, and now they're talking about me. I went from watching them in my living room to now they're talking about me. I went from sitting here watching the Tates to now sitting in the studio doing a stream. in the same chair for somebody who inspired me a lot. Same studio. I think someone like me is necessary once in a while. Not that I'm like a martyr or but I would rather spread the truth than make 10 mil. I could live without that. And it's stupid. It's not like I'm a good person or I'm different. It's actually stupid. Because one, you got to realize, most of these people realize you can't change the world. It is what it is. They've been planning this shit out for years. The globalist agenda is already in action. You can't change it. So most people pick their battles. It's also stubborn. I get profiled. I can get in trouble. I can go to jail unnecessarily. They might try to sue me. I might not even be able to make a livelihood. I'm not rich. This is all I do. This is where I make my money. It is stupid. I don't want to seem like a good person, but I think someone like me is necessary because there's no one else at that level doing it. Who's not banned already. who's still on YouTube.
Yeah,
You know,
straight up.
on the pod, they want
100%.
fucking.
That's it.
You know?
But that's yeah, it's just a weird time. It's weird as a creator because like I want to say everything I feel, but I realize like fuck, I have to kind of do it in a certain way that's a little more artful.
I would say that's a good thing to like new creators. I mean, you got to speak what you want to like say too, but also on the current platforms, like everyone should realize now, like
Yeah.
you cannot say what you want to say.
100%.
Don't start saying crazy shit and then complain when your shit gets deleted.
Kyle knows. Kyle's a businessman. Kyle probably knows the truth and just decided, yo, it's better if I make these prank videos and throw up in Italy and golf with Caitlyn Jenner than actually tell the truth. It makes more sense. You'll have more longevity. That's a smart thing to do. Kyle's smart.
After Andrew Tate and after Steve will do it, in my mind, it is totally different. After I saw that shit, I am like dumbfounded.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking scary, bro. You can lose your shit at any second.
Yeah.
At least there's a modicum of hope now. Fresh was just talking about me, he was saying that, like, what are you going to do if you get banned? Same thing. AT was saying that. I'm not worried, chat. I keep saying this. If I get banned, you'll come, right? If I have to go to Rumble, if I have to go to another website, if I have to make my own website, I don't give a fuck. If I make less money, this shit's more important. Just bought the Creativity Kit last night. Try not to binge it, as you said not to, but it's hard because it's genuinely interesting and informative. Thank you. People are making hit pieces on the Creativity Kit. All right, fuck you. If you want to go to college instead of pay $50 a month, do that. But this guy's saying right here, the Creativity Kit is genuinely interesting and informative. Good. Appreciate you, Sneeko. When's the next meeting? Probably when I come back from Romania. I'm obviously a little occupied right now, and I have a lot of message. If you want to hear everything that I've been learning on this trip, which is a lot, come to the Creativity Kit meetings. I do it at 4 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Link in description. Michael, what would you say critical thinking is? In a world where logic and facts are skewed and relative, critical thinking is seeing things not for the brainwashing and realizing that a lot of people don't think past level 2 because their attention spans are so low right now because of TikTok. A lot of people aren't even capable of critical thinking. It's difficult to. People are so quick to cancel you and call you a bad person that you're not even capable of thinking about shit like that. Corruption 12. Yo, what's up, Myron? I respect your authenticity, Sneeko. Curate your message and keep fighting. Thank you. Bombastic Cloud 20. Thank you, man. Star 23 says, have you realized your purpose is red pill to purpose? Yes. That's it. If I'm Morpheus, you could be Neo. That was good, right?
Yeah. I mean, I got to turn down the volume a little bit. You're screaming in my ear. This hurts.
My unmatched perspicacity makes me an undefeated opponent in any endeavor. That's not good?
I mean, I got to turn the volume down a little bit.
I've got a Bugatti. I've got 10 supercars. I've got all these girls. Why do I need my social media platforms? Oh, that was goated. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Perfect impression. Fuck out of here.
You say so.
This is Myron. So, women don't take accountability. No, I'm talking too much like a cop. I can't even do it. Okay. We got a next video. Shout out to the Nelk Boys. Shout out to the Nelk Boys. I think they agree with a lot of stuff. They just pick their battles. And shout out to Bradley Martin, too. Bradley Martin's also been on Fresh and Fit. Bradley Martin's based, right?
Yeah, no, he's pretty based. And the thing is that a lot of these guys agree with what we say. There's a lot of people behind the scenes that you guys may not know that agree with the things that we say. It's just that they can't necessarily say it because I mean, they got sponsors and shit, bro. Like me and guys like us don't give a fuck. You know, we just say what it is. But a lot of people, yeah. But shout out to Bradley Martin. Shout out to all those guys. Bradley Martin's a very smart guy. Very, very smart guy.
Okay, there's another video now. Everybody's been recommending it to me. It's called The Art of Dumbing Down. I don't really know what this is. I'm going to pause it a lot so that we could find talking points in between. But I think this goes into the conversation we were having yesterday a lot about picking your battles and adding empathy to the, hopefully. Oh, I think this can tie in, but I'm interested. All right, ready?
Yep, go ahead.
It's The Art of Dumbing Down by Dupli.
Yeah, I maybe have to dumb down my lyrics just a little bit.
I dumb down for my audience to double my dollars. They criticize me for it, yet they all yell holla.
90% of the world can't even enjoy your content. And when I realized that, I was like, wait a minute.
I can't believe I let Nas down. Damn, my heart.
How much have you done that with Fresh and Fit? You understand? I understand the philosophy already from this.
To be honest, we haven't really done it at all. And I think that's a big reason why we don't get as much people is because I will continue to do the Money Mondays even though they don't get as many views. You know what I mean? Or just making sure my sound is good. All right. Yeah. No, we're gonna keep doing the Money Mondays even though it doesn't get as many views. We'll keep doing like the Womanizer Wednesdays, whatever. Like if we really wanted to just get crazy views, we would just do after hours, nothing else, kicking bitches out, making it go wild, having girls go crazy on stripper poles, all that other stuff. So, but we always like to sprinkle in like some element of like giving people value to actually become better because. Like, if we just give mindless entertainment all day, guys aren't going to be able to improve. And I get it. Like, you're going to always lose a market share when you sacrifice entertainment for education, but I'm okay with that.
What's your biggest philosophy with your podcast? What do you think the driving philosophy is?
The driving philosophy is that in 2022, if you're not a guy and if you're a man and you're not excellent, you're going to have a very difficult time. That's the cold, hard reality. So that's like kind of what made me want to do the podcast because I realized that everyone's problems when it stems from like not feeling good, being sad, not getting girls, not getting respect or whatever, it all almost always boils down to that guy's lack of performance. So like not being able to get a girl, typically it's a byproduct of you not performing in some regard. You not getting respect from your peers, you're not performing in some regard. So it always comes back to that. And I think for the longest period of time, no offense to the PUA guys or dating coaches or whatever, but like dating coaches have kind of turned a blind eye to self-improvement. They kind of are like, oh, well, you can get girls, just run game and use this routine or, just work a lot of volume, whatever. And that's true. That is true. You can get girls being dead broke and not being the most attractive guy. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is to get the baddest bitches, to get the best bitches, and to get those bitches to take you seriously and you can have multiple of them and they are going to sit there and be loyal to you, you must become the best version of yourself. Let me tell y'all something. Being here at the house, seeing Tristan and Andrew, they have multiple women that love, admire, and respect them. And they understand
in love
that they are in a position where they're with a high-value guy and they are willing to accept it. And that, my friends, is what all of you guys should strive for. Me too. I mean, I have a bunch of chicks that do the same thing with me. These guys do it, on another level here,
Tristan
which is awesome.
was fucking eye-opening.
Yeah.
Like, all the trafficking allegations, like here's from somebody who's at the house right now full of shit. So stop believing that right now. It's just a bunch of horse shit. These women are genuinely in love with them. And a lot of people, the normies, the bots, the matrix people, just can't comprehend the fact that more than one person could be in love with somebody else.
Yeah.
Because you're just not at that level. So bots are like, you're all coping. You don't understand what it's like to be like that. I've seen it with my own eyes. It's fucking incredible, but it's real.
Yeah, it can be done, guys. And I want you, here's the thing. I'm not telling y'all to have 7 girlfriends. What I am saying, though, is I want you to have the option to have 7 girlfriends. So if you're able to go ahead and boil it down to one girl and keep her as your main chick, fantastic. My purpose is that you do it because you want to, not because she fucking, or twists your arm and says, marry me, be monogamous, blah, blah, blah. Because most guys that are in relationships with girls, that especially when a girl's out of their league, they're in that relationship because that girl is leveraging something against them. Fuck that shit. We don't let girls leverage anything over here. We don't negotiate with terrorists. I tell you guys this shit all the time. Okay? And quite frankly, when a woman's in a winning position, she has a leverage over you, she turns into a terrorist. So you don't negotiate with those types of bitches. You are the leader. It's your way or the highway. And I promise you, when you're in the leverage position, she's going to respect you more, she's going to love you, and she will be okay with you having other women. Things only work when you're in a leadership role as a man, never the other way around.
Check it out, Rob. Thanks for the 20. Keep doing you, bro. Congratulations on your success. Off V. Thanks for the 20. How are they in real life? WStream, WMans. They're exactly what they seem like in their videos. Just if you could see past the fucking smoke and mirrors that most people fall for. They're very nice, respectable people. They conduct themselves like gentlemen. Everybody likes them. I've been out in Romania with them too, in Bucharest. Everybody that they interact with likes them. They are good anywhere they go in Bucharest. They have a good reputation here. The bad reputation is from these fucking idiots on the internet. And it's funny, like even the fact that people know in my close circle know that I'm hanging out with them now, they're like, are they broke? No, they're doing fine. They don't need social media. It's crazy to me. It's crazy. People that I know in real life, like, are they still making money? They don't get it. Like so many people are just not, because they're a glitch. This shit is not supposed to happen. Guys who came from the mud, from the projects in Chicago are not supposed to get to this point, not give a fuck, be able to fuck people up, not care about what the fuck you say, not have to abide by cancel culture. They break every single rule that is put in place for men nowadays. And so when that happens, people don't even know how to accept the fact that it's real.
Here's the thing. We've known the Tates for years now at this point. They made their millions way before social media, guys. Like way before social media. So you guys, they're canceled. They must be broke now. They already made their millions several years ago, guys. Like if you look on Tristan's Instagram, he had like a McLaren or an Aston Martin back like damn near 10 years ago.
Followers, yeah.
So
way up. Thanks for the 5. Remember, the people will be obsessed with money in the later days, focus on having a quality life. Yeah, don't just save all your money too. Have fun with it too, because you never know when they're going to take it away from you. Sebastian says, God bless you all. Stay dangerous, Sneeko. Exactly. Don't say stay dangerous.
Your chat is lit, bro.
Yeah, facts. Hey, Sneeko, I uninstall all social media. Yo, my chat, W chat, what's up?
Yeah,
hey,
W
Sneeko,
chat, man.
I uninstall all social media and stop simping, and I only have to have YouTube to watch you and Andrew, but it still distracts me. Should I uninstall it? Love you, man. Keep making your stuff. Bro, if you can't be accountable of what the fuck you look at, then you got a lot of shit you got to work out. Should I uninstall? Just stop watching the videos all the time. Are you not in control of your own brain? Just don't watch videos all day long if you are. Stop doing that. YouTube is not the problem. There's a lot of great information on YouTube. If you need to go like put a child lock on your brain, then bro, you need to have more discipline in your life and you need to take control of it.
Here's a trick that he can do. But
his name is missing a chromosome, so that makes sense.
Well, here's a trick you can do. A lot of people in the fitness industry do this when they train as well. Like make sure you complete 2 tasks, and if you complete those 2 tasks that are on your list, then you can go ahead and watch a video. And then if you want to watch a second video, you need to complete another 2 tasks. And you put that in your head and you abide by it, stick to it like militantly, and you'll be fine.
Joaquin, thanks for the 5. I am my nickname J Money because I spent $1,500 on a female, nails done, hair done, everything done. But now I found the one for me. So many mistakes, bro. But you got the name J Money because you bought a bitch fucking nails and hair. Stupid. Your friends are stupid too. Why would they give you like, oh yeah, nice job, bro. You bought hairs and nail. Hopefully they should have called you Jay Broke. They should have called you Jay Stupid for that, bro. That's not the way you're supposed to get a woman to love you.
You reserve that for women that you actually deal with and that you're in a relationship with, or you like a girlfriend, dude. You don't spend money like that or give perks like that to like random bimbos, dude.
And now I found the one for me, bro. So many mistakes. I'm gonna say right here, based on the first sentence, I don't think you found the one. I just think you found another woman that you're gonna spoil now for not getting, just to get her attention for a second. You should not be. I've never guys like that I'm in the house with right now, or Myron. Imagine if I said the sentence, Myron, I think I found the one.
I'd hit you with the
stupid. Imagine could you even hear Tristan or Andrew saying, I think I found the one.
That's a definitely I got y'all. We're bringing the entertainment value up on this one.
It doesn't exist. You wouldn't say that. Don't think this is some blue pill thinking. I think I found the one. You don't want just one. They brainwash you to think that. She wants one. That's what she's supposed to get. You want to have multiple. You know you do. You know why? Because you still watch Prime. You're still beating your meat. And you can't control it. That's proof for the fact that you want more. You know who doesn't watch Prawn? Girls. They read little books and stuff like that and watch The Notebook. They don't watch Prawn. Yeah, I've watched it before. One time with your boyfriend in 2012. That doesn't count. The guys are obsessed with OF. Girls don't sign up for guys on OF. They don't need to. They go on Tinder for 5 minutes.
If all men stopped spending money on pornography, strip club, etc., and relied upon females to spend money on, like outward sex, like visual, the economy would crash literally in 20 minutes. Girls don't spend money on any of that stuff, guys. And like, you got to. One of the biggest things about unplugging, guys, is you got to understand that everything that you've been taught has been there to give women the advantage while simultaneously giving you a disadvantage. I'm going to repeat that one more time for you guys so that you really understand this. Okay, and rewind it, please. Everything that you've been taught has literally been taught to you to give women a advantage while simultaneously giving you a disadvantage. For example, you should be monogamous and get one girl. You should be a gentleman and be a nice guy, blah, blah, blah. Even though that does not help you whatsoever because you're going to get used for food, you're going to get used for Uber, you're going to get used and abused, not get sex, not get relationship, not get the intimacy you want, right? Or be with one girl. It'll make you happy. Even though deep down you're watching porn, you're whacking off, you're looking at other girls, etc. Everything that they teach you in society goes against your male nature. And not only that, they teach you that your male nature is to be demonized. Any guy that wants to have multiple women, drive fast cars, get in the gym, take care of themselves, have a certain lifestyle, that's considered toxic. But no one gives a fuck when a girl says, I want a strong, successful man that I can build with. Translation: I want a strong, successful man that I can leech from should I decide to leave the workforce. That's the truth.
And we were just reading a certain article. I don't want to give them attention, but they were saying that podcasts like Fresh and Fit and Kevin Samuels are anti-women, and they make women feel bad. It's not they put all the blame on women so that they can. It's not about putting the blame on women. It's not women's fault. Do you think it's women's fault that they're all brainwashed, or is it someone from the top trying to take away power from us?
Yeah, man. Everything is. The whole society is structured for women to win while simultaneously men lose.
And there's a reason. It's not women doing it. It's someone at the top who wants middle people. They want the middle class. They want all the brokey men to be sadder, and they want them to stay there. How do you do that? You empower the women with feminism while telling men it's toxic if they act on their natural desires. So now everybody's programmed against that. You know who's not monogamous? All the richest people. Leonardo DiCaprio is fucking a new 24-year-old every single month. And then when they get 25, he recycles them because he's at the level where he doesn't need to operate like everybody else.
But they shame him for doing that.
And they shame him, but do you think he gives a fuck? And if they shame him so bad, why do the women keep coming back? Because they all want Leonardo DiCaprio. They would rather fuck with him than a random average guy working at Subway.
That would treat her fantastic, by the way. That random guy would treat her awesome, but they don't want that.
They can't put up with it because social media makes them think that they have all these options. They think that they all deserve this because they were DM'd once. And they all under this idea that monogamy is how everybody operates. Newsflash, guys are messaging every single girl every single day. You get options. That's what you do. It's a risk management. I'm not just going to message one queen. Yeah. Henry, thanks for the time. I'm a successful young man, always improving. What am I trying to overcome now is the fact that I have zero valuable friends. Everybody I meet is a loser and has no value to my life. Any advice? Thanks. Join the Creativity Kit. Genuine advice, and I'm not saying this. People are going to say it's a scam. I do 3 calls a week. I found people jobs. Moose is making bread, my editor. This is the best place now is to find online communities of like-minded people.
You linked them up with us, too.
Yeah,
is that the same guy?
He's working, and he's in the Creativity Kit. Yeah, now he's doing thumbnails for Myron. I forgot about that. Yeah. I've got people jobs. Steph is Cold, another Red Pill creator. This is the best place to find a like-minded community in the internet because you're not going to find it in your circle, in your little small town in Ohio. It's not going to happen.
We got, guys. And, I hate to say this, but the truth is this. You can't hang out with like guys that are still plugged in the matrix. You can't, dude. It's gonna fuck everything up that you're trying to do. It's gonna hold you back. They're gonna tell you stupid shit like, why don't you just settle down? Why do you want so many women? And like you having to explain yourself consistently to your own friend group is annoying and stupid. You want to hang out with guys that are fucking based. And and here's the thing, you guys want to know where based comes from? It means based in fucking reality. That's what it means, okay? And over here on this side of the internet, we're based in reality. We operate in reality. We don't operate in being politically correct. We operate in using critical thinking skills to understand that we live in reality, operating off that reality, and making decisions based on the reality that we're in. Not off of how it could, should, or would be. It's off of what fucking is. And if you don't hang out with guys that don't operate under what is, you don't hang out with those losers.
You got to cut them off. Posterous, thank you for the 5. You two are absolute G's. What advice you got for adapting to high-value peers? What is your limit on number of income streams when starting off? No, it's not about number of income streams. It's not about, like, Myron probably makes like 3-4 times or has like way more in the bank. He has. How many properties do you have? Like 12?
I have 9 properties closing on a 10th here soon.
9 properties. Yeah, I was a brokey like 4 or 5 months ago. I was making like 10 to 20K, 20K in a good month, 10K on an average month.
It's not a brokey, man. That's good.
It's good, but it's not
15% earner.
Yeah, but it's not at the level that I want it to be at. But the fact that Myron was hanging out with me, even before I started streaming, Myron had me on Fresh and Fit because he recognized that I was based. Just on the 1 Minute podcast, the way I was talking, the way I was interviewing people, I was based in reality. And I'm a go-getter. He knew that I wasn't going to try to like clout chase or leech. You can tell when somebody is like-minded. That's the people you should surround yourself with. You shouldn't compare income streams. It's not about how much money you make. That's the misconception that everybody has with the Manosphere Red Pill content. You're so... Bro, Fresh... Fit, I've only seen you wear Fresh and Fit merch. I've only seen him wear Fresh and Fit. Since he's not materialistic. I'm wearing a black t-shirt. If we were materialistic, you would have a Balenciaga all over. It'd be Gucci down with the... Bro, what the fuck? Myron still drives, what, an 02 Civic?
Yeah, I still drive. Yeah, I still drive a 02 Civic that's like worth
He's
like
a fucking
$2,000.
millionaire. And where's the materialism? It makes no sense. Well, we could be going out to the club and restaurants. He's still wearing the merch.
Now this Rolex here, because I know you guys are probably like, oh well, he has Rolex on. This Rolex, guys, I bought with 100% passive
It's an
income.
investment.
I bought and it's an investment. I bought it because this one's gonna hold value. It was only they stopped making it in 2022. It's the Coral Red Oyster Perpetual. LeBron James has this, so I did a lot of research on this watch before I purchased it. But yeah, guys, I'm a very hardcore minimalist, and I don't buy things unless they appreciate typically. And yeah, this is probably the nicest thing I own.
That's it. I got a little.
But it came all from passive income. That's the big thing I want y'all to understand. My real estate pays me well over 6 figures a year, guys. So this Rolex was purchased not with earned income. It was purchased with passive income that's coming in no matter what happens. Okay, earned income. All my earned income, guys, goes right into real estate. Any money I make, it goes into savings account. I got a reserve account for my real estate, and then I also got a savings account that I use to put down payments on houses. I'm putting 25% down when I purchase a home. So I'll take all my capital and put it into real estate, guys. And it gives me fantastic tax benefits.
Cam Martin says 10. Thanks, Myron, for waking me up and stop making me listen to women delusion.
Yeah, bro.
So just stop listening. You need to put priorities for yourself. That's where the message needs to be spread. And that's what I want all the fucking people who are watching this right now, trying to cancel me, trying to clip something up because like we're public enemy number 1 on the internet right now. It's not about belittling women. It's not about taking revenge out. And I don't want anybody to act like a shitty person. I don't want you to take your rage out. I just kind of got over my red pill rage. And even at that point, I would never, ever put my hands on a woman. I've been in situations where I've had to record because a woman was putting hands on me and I saw the future. I know that if I did the same fucking thing that she was doing to me, I'd be in jail. So you need to just act accordingly right now and realize that everything is set against men right now. Women can lie and they will never get in trouble for it. They can claim SA, they can claim harassment. They'll on type of 1 right now, if you know a story right now, if you're in school, if you're in the workplace, of a woman lying about SA or lying about harassment, lying about grape to get advantages, and then nothing happened. Type of 1 right now. I do this shit all the time, and look at that.
There we go.
Look at the chat flood.
Sea of ones.
Everybody knows about this, but the reverse cannot happen. A man knows that you are held accountable for your actions. If we lied about that, bro, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
You're a form of better religion.
They're not going to believe you anyway.
Nobody will believe you.
Like, could you imagine you lie? But my girl beats on me. Okay, where's the scars, bro? Etc. I don't have any. Oh, okay, get the fuck out of the police station, you fucking dummy.
And even then, they would laugh at you. Yeah. Imagine if I came up to you. You used to be a cop. Myron, this girl, she put her hands on me.
Yeah, I'd be like,
Yo, X, thanks for the 5. Thoughts on weed and when was the last time you guys smoked? Okay, Myron, I know he's going to go into a big anti-weed rant.
I've never smoked pot in my life, guys. I've never done a drug in my life either.
Sebastian next to the 20. I think weed once in a while is okay. I think it's okay. I mean, he's a cop, so he's very anti-weed. But I think the productivity that everybody talks about is hindered when you're high. I think it is. And personally, this is coming from someone who almost smoked weed 9 years straight, almost daily for 9 years.
How much more productive you been since you quit?
Oh, I mean,
there you go.
I'm here now.
You have 10x your money, and
yeah, 10x my money. It's a very. You could just look at my bank account. It's been a huge.
People get mad at me when I criticize marijuana smoking and doing drugs and drinking and shit like that. But the reason why I criticize is because as a man, you cannot afford to be mediocre. Why are you going to put why are you going to put liabilities in your life that can hurt your ability to create as a man when your value as a man is based on what you create? It's ridiculous. It's a very stupid concept. You're literally handicapping yourself for no reason. The only people that can do drugs and drink all the time and be fucking losers and be mediocre are women. Men are held to a standard of excellence. Women are not. So for women, success is elective. For men, it's mandatory. We don't play by the same set of rules. Just like you can go out there and fuck as many bitches as you want, you also have to perform to be able to do that. With a woman, she can go ahead and do whatever the fuck she wants, but she can't be a hoe. But so guys, there's plus and negatives on both sides.
It did help my creativity a lot. I think, and someone just donated asking if the creativity kid teaches filmmaking. I think during my creative artist period when I was just doing main channel videos, which I did hit 1 million subscribers on, that did kind of benefit me in thinking in a different way. It did help with my creativity, which people don't really talk about. But if you see a rapper in the studio, they're always smoking weed. It does help you connect your brain into a different wavelength that helps you be creative, I think. But it does not help your general creativity. Chris James, aren't we pretty much in a recession? Is it smart to invest in real estate right now? Myron, you can answer that.
Yeah, so here's the thing about real estate. A lot of people are saying, oh my God, the markets are crashing and all this other bullshit. Yo, I'll break it down for y'all right now. You don't lose when you get real estate, okay? You don't, because let's say the prices of the homes keep going up, or the interest rates or actually home prices right now are going down. But let's say the interest rates keep going up and people can't afford homes. That's fantastic for you as a real estate owner. You want to know why? Because people can't buy homes. When people can't buy homes, guess what happens? They have to do what? Rent. And if you own property, what do? You rent out to people. Okay, so regardless, you're going to be fine, guys. You know what I mean? Especially if you're buying in a good market, you get it for a good price. You're going to be able to put tenants in there. That's not going to be too tough, and you get it at a good interest rate for 30-year fixed. You're going to be fine, man. Honestly. So people say all this bullshit about, oh, real estate, should I wait? Blah blah blah. No, pick up a property now. The rates are still fairly cheap, still fairly low, guys, compared to in the 80s. They were buying houses for like 18%, 20%. These interest rates are not that bad. And then there's a bunch of different strategies that you could take if you want to bring that interest rate down. You could buy points. You can go ahead and do an ARM or an adjustable rate mortgage, then refinance out of it after 10 years. But the real reason why real estate is critical and a glitch is because it allows you to get amazing tax benefits, guys. And I'm not here to sell y'all a real estate course. None of that bullshit. I'm just telling you guys, listen, man, I put it this way. I bought 7 properties last year. I should have got taxed way higher, but I didn't because I bought all those properties. I was able to write it off on depreciation and cost segregation. Look up those 2 things. I have episodes on this on Fresh and Fit if you guys want to check it out under Money Mondays. But no, the answer to your question is it is not bad to buy right now, even though the interest rates are going up and houses are less affordable. That's fine for you because as an investor, you buy that home and you put tenants in it that can no longer afford to buy homes. So you should be happy because now these sellers they can't do the stupid shit that they used to do. Oh, I want to sell the house for $50K over asking. They can't do that shit no more. So it actually works out for you. It's becoming a buyer's market again, slowly.
Thank God for the creativity kit. I'm currently buzzing on TikTok from meat swinging to Lil Uzi on TikTok. Thank you, Sneeko. There you go. They won't make a video about that, though, because it's more profitable to say that it's a scam. But look at all these people in the dono saying the creativity kit's helped them.
Sam wants to react.
A video?
Here, give this.
We can watch that, yeah. Happened to be in my high school. My ex would beat the hell out of me, and when we broke up, she told the cops I abused her, but luckily I had pictures. It ruined my life, and I'm scared to do anything. There you go. There's a guy who typed a 1 in the chat. Bro, they think that my stream is so unprofessional. They'd be talking over it. They'd be like passing mics. The Fresh and Fit, this shit would not fly. Even it's okay. It's okay. I'm a little.
Well, I'm just trying to give them a mic so people can hear them.
No, we play. Wooski Jones, thank you for the 7. Ali B Memories music video. Okay, shut up. King. Okay, I'm gonna go. Bro, we were still watching that video. We forgot to watch it. Zim, I'm a 20-year-old male working 7 days a week. Quit wasting time, guys. Red pill saved my life. I'm going up. Opinion on real estate in Germany. Okay, thank you, Alvi. Let me go back.
Germany, I don't know too much. I don't know enough.
Let me go back to this video, The Art of Dumbing Down. With the Cartiers. That's the only materialistic thing I have. Wait, which girls? My girls? Yeah, no, this is more important. Not even my girl. I don't even know who they are.
Something in my stomach, I can't believe I let Nas down.
Dumbing down. The act of making something simpler and easier for people to understand, especially in order to make it more popular. Now, some may see this label as an insult, but if you ask me, it's really a compliment, because in itself, it's acknowledging you're capable of doing quote-unquote better, but you're just choosing not to. And listen, some people don't have that luxury. For example, Lil Pump. He didn't dumb his music down, he was just dumb, and his music reflected that. The sole reason others dumb down is because of accessibility, which is what I want to touch on in this video. How accessible are you supposed to be successful? Is it even necessary? Does accessible mean bad? And why did J. Cole let Nas down? Being an artist is tough, especially if you're unsuccessful, as it's easy to get stuck in that bitter mindset that your work is brilliant and everybody else just doesn't get it. And then you start to look at mainstream artists like, this is stupid, this is trash, I'm better than this, which is a common occurrence in the lyrical miracle community.
I noticed that a lot of people have that. They have a big self-esteem when they get into art, and they don't realize where they're at in the totem pole. But you need to have a lot of criticism in order to get better. And I noticed that with Myron too. He's reading the subreddit, they're roasting each other. And one benefit that I don't see for a lot of men nowadays is the benefit of roasting, of keeping each other sharp. Like Myron will call you fat. Myron will call him, says, do you even lift live on a stream, saying I need to work out more. And you probably got some fair points in there. And I think roasting is, I'll make fun of like the fact that he got a hair transplant and He'll make fun of the fact that Fresh is stuttering on the stream. If you roast each other, not out of hate, but out of love, because you want people to improve. But everybody puts their feelings first, and so they think that that's wrong. And they like, why would you say that? I've said that to people before. That's my test personally to see if you're worthy of being my friend. I'll make a joke like, "Yo, stop being a bitch. Why are you being gay? Like, get off my dick. Like, stop." And then a lot of the time, I didn't even realize that because that's just like how I make friends. I'll say that to someone and they blow up now because. Is that me?
No, that was just sound effect.
Okay.
I'm up in the entertainment value.
Okay, thank you.
And the quality.
That was them every time I make a joke of, "Oh, why would you say that?" Like, dude, just relax, bro. We're men. You should be able to handle a little bit of a joke, a little bit of a roast. If you can't roast back, then just don't be in my life.
Yeah, I think criticism is very important. I mean, my thing is like my entire existence has been based off of criticism. Like when I was in high school, I remember they made fun of me for being too skinny, so I went to the gym. When I was in high school, they also made fun of me. "Oh, your teeth are fucking yellow, blah blah." I whitened them. I got them straightened later on in my adulthood. Like a lot of the steps that I've taken to become more attractive, etc., came from criticism. And I think criticism is very important. I think it's a necessary component to be the best version of yourself
Bullying
as a man.
is necessary.
Bullying is
bring
necessary.
Bullying back.
Yeah, bring bullying back.
Bully a little.
The reason
pussy.
why people are so mediocre nowadays is because we coddle men and we coddle people in general from being excellent. We tell them, "Oh, you should be accepted no matter how you come, and it's okay. We're all equal." No, fuck no. No, it's not. Because I'll tell you guys this. I busted my ass to get to this point. Former federal agent. I was arresting fucking terrorists. I was busting my ass, writing reports, being on surveillance, going into stash houses with 100 kilos of fucking cocaine in there. There are dudes armed to the teeth with AK-47s, etc. And from that, I was able to build up a business, a fitness business, then a podcast, then getting my social notoriety up, etc. I'm not fucking equal to a guy that sits at his fucking house and eats Cheetos all day, and that's okay. I look at it like there needs to be a metric of success to some degree. We need winners and we need losers. We need trophies, not for necessarily participating, but for winners, and losers don't get shit. And that's what it needs to go back to, so that we can let people know that mediocrity is not accepted. We used to shame people for being mediocre, but those days are done, which is why so many guys are fucking lost, because most guys don't even know, all right? I'm glad that you guys are watching this podcast right now. Most guys, you don't even know that you're actually competing. Yes, you're fucking competing. You can't sit there like a dumb bimbo and say, "There is no competition. I'm in my own world. I don't compete with nobody." Even though that bitch is retarded and says that stupid shit because she thinks that she's special, you can't do that as a man. You can't. You must compete. The barometer that you're going to be measured on when it comes to you and other men, when you get evaluated by women or you want to get girls or whatever, it's always going to be based on other guys. So you're competing whether you want to accept it or not. Okay? So, guys, you don't want this whole equality bullshit, all right? Equality is one of the worst things ever. I believe in equality of opportunity, but not equality of outcome. These weird leftist, idiot, strange motherfuckers, they want equality of outcome, and that's not the way the fucking world works.
Exactly. Thank you for all the content you guys have been put out. Because of you guys, I have been pushing myself to my full potential. I don't have any social media, so what would be the best way to contact you guys? That's a dumb question.
Get in the creativity kit.
Creativity kit, yeah. But that's technically social media, Discord, but also just sign up. Yeah. Octavian, thanks for the 99. And Christian, thanks for the 10. Bullying, I've noticed that this is what red pilled me. I want to talk about this. And this is how Myron noticed that I was base and invited me on Fresh Fit. It was a public interview. So it was a 1 minute podcast. A lot of you know me from streaming or from TikTok. So you don't know that I've been doing YouTube for 9 years. And I have 1 million on my main channel just doing cinematic videos, doing public interviews. And what really red pilled me was, so I sat down and thought for a while, like, I want to go seek truth. What do I really think? What are the questions that I could really ask the people? So the first 3 questions on the 1 minute podcast were, are men and women equal? Is money sexy? And is it okay to be fat? I knew the answer to all of them, but I wanted to ask those questions because I wanted to call out the bullshit. I wanted to expose people's bullshit and see the variety.
And let the people know where you did it. You did it in a subway in New York City, which is very important to know that, guys.
In a subway in New York City, which is a liberal place, but also the fact that so many people are coming on and off the train. What was very important to me was getting a bit of everybody. A lot of public interviews, they just go to college campus, they get a sample of people, they just get wokies, stuff like that. What I realized is that most people have nothing interesting to say. They will say exactly what the fuck you think they're going to say, so you could predict the next question, right? Is it okay to be fat? I know they're going to say, yes. Okay, why? And why are you okay with mediocrity? Well, it's not healthy. They all say the same thing. And so what made the podcast entertaining is seeing people try to justify their bullshit. Going back and forth and where I went lost for a while is listening to Blue Pill people tell me, oh, you should ask everybody, get their opinion on politics, get their opinion on gentrification. What do they think about? Bro, everybody, most people are just boring, retarded, predictable. I don't give a fuck what most people think. There's the truth, and then there's a bunch of lies. Most people believe in lies. Most of them. We saw it in the past 2 years. I can't go that specific with it, but most of the country, like 90%, put something in their body that, I'll go that far. But that's what really red-pilled me. What really red-pilled me was doing those public interviews and seeing how everybody fell for the same shit. Everybody thinks it's okay to be mediocre. Almost everybody thinks it's okay to be fat. Everybody thinks men and women are equal. And they never think past level 2 to those questions. So I already know what to ask next. If you don't think I'm right about this, try and ask the same questions at your local train station. Go up to a couple people and see them try to justify it. And try to, like, even what we were out here yesterday with the feminists. How many genders are there?
Yeah.
They say 2. Oh, no. 5. Why 5? Well, because there's more than 2. How many? I don't know. Why? Because people tell me.
I'll take it a step further. I think these lies, right, that they tell you, that they purport, guys, they only benefit women. Like, they don't benefit you as a guy, bro. Like, I hate to harp on this, but men must live in reality in 2022. You must live in reality. If you're not getting girls, if you're broke, if you're a loser, etc., a lot of the times you're going to feel that pain in reality from your inadequacy. Women don't experience it, guys. Like, a chick can be brain dead, fucking retarded, and still be on a millionaire's yacht. So you don't get the benefit of comforting lies. Women do. So you have to operate in reality as a man.
If you don't, you're going to fall behind.
You're going to, yeah.
The metric for an average man, and what I really want to do with this stream is try to bring a lot of men before they fall into that category. Because I think a lot of people that watch Fresh and Fit are late 20s, early 30s. I think a lot of people that watch me, I have a good category of people too, based on the people that came up to me in Romania, people in their late 20s, early 30s as well. But the chat is pretty young. I'm seeing the people spamming the chat. You could tell pretty adolescent chat. There's probably people watching it from a distance too. There's 8,000 people in here. A lot of very teenager-ish thing. So I want to...
I can tell from all the L's.
Yeah. I want to wake up a lot of you guys before you fall into the trap that a lot of guys fall into because it's getting harder. I think the last generation could be okay with being mediocre, but the middle class and the mediocrity metric is it's separating more and more. College tuition is getting more expensive. The rich people are getting richer. The poor people are getting poorer. The separation, the divide between the richest and the poorest is getting stronger. So now is the last chance you guys have. Everyone's putting their age now. It's your last chance to hear something like this and act accordingly before it's too late.
It's like an average of 18, I would say. From what people are, from me just looking at it, it looks like the average age is 18, which is great. I mean, we're reaching younger guys, and I'd rather like reach you guys now and let you guys know this is the way the fucking world really works, not what your mom told you as a single and probably banging black dudes. No, it's what this is. But the reality is this is how the world really works. That's why people look up to us. Hey, you guys are like the big bros I never had, whatever, or a dad that I never had, because there's no fathers anymore, dude. This is what it is. So, young guys, shout out to y'all, man. You guys are the future. So we got to let you guys know what the hell to do so you can move correctly in the future.
So what you got to do is realize the bullshit, the brainwashing, make a lot of money. Try to have different streams of revenue so that you don't have to have a wagey job. Pay off your debts now. Invest for the future. Start getting land. Start thinking that probably if America elects another Democrat, it's done.
Oh, another reason too. I have a conspiracy theory here.
Go ahead.
Why they prop up women so much and they demonize guys. You guys want to know the truth?
Yes.
It's because women are way easier to sell to, guys.
Yeah.
Understand
you can manipulate with empathy. And this happened to me before you continue. If this happened, probably type of one in the chat has happened to you. You didn't want to put a mask on. And then you did it. Your wife made you. Your girlfriend made you. Your sister made you. You felt bad because other people were scared. You saw girls on Twitter, my grandma. So you did it too. Women are very easily manipulated by fear and emotion. Go ahead.
No, facts. Here, I just hit you guys with some numbers before I get hit with the misogyny. Women are 80% of the consumer base and they hold 3/4 of the debt. That's a fact. All right. Now, from those facts, you can extrapolate that the reason why mainstream society, television, etc. They brainwash you into thinking women are the moral high ground and the female way of thinking is the right way, is because women control the dollar a lot of the times when it comes to these advertisers. These advertisers want to advertise to the women because women are more likely to go in and buy. Men are far harder to sell to than women are, and that comes from biological human traits such as men are less agreeable. When you're less agreeable, you're less willing to spend your own money on a product unless it really proves this point to you. So since women are more agreeable by nature and they're easier to influence and they have a herd mentality and they go with the grain, advertisers know this. So what the hell do? They make the television, they make the shows, they make it have this propaganda type effect where women are the superiors. Look at The Simpsons. Look at these television shows from the 90s. Look at these television shows now. What do? They show the father and or the male influence in the television show as a bumbling idiot, and the woman is the person who's the moral high ground / intelligent. They never make it the other way around where the woman is the bimbo and the guy who's in a relationship is competent and a strong masculine leader. They've been doing this since the 80s. Look at the movies now. Look at the Netflix shows. Wake the fuck up. I was watching this dumbass show, something in Ohio, and the guy that the girl was chasing was some pussy, skinny looking motherfucker that was mixed race and very extremely effeminate, and you don't know what he is. And the reason why they're doing this is because they're trying to make you think that being politically correct and being inclusive altogether makes you more attractive as a man, when in reality, what women really want is the fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger from 1985 back there saying, hasta la vista, toxically masculine, strong, tall, etc. This is what women really fucking want.
Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper. Rambo, Sylvester Stallone, whatever. They've been making
mixed race people suck.
The heroes, all the men, etc. They've been making them weak for fucking decades. And you guys are too young to understand this stuff. But go ahead and watch Rambo. Go watch The Terminator. Go watch these movies, these older movies, and look at the hero back then versus the hero now. They've been making these guys soft for decades, guys. And it's by no mistake.
Race makes you soft?
No, it's not about that. It's about they're doing that to instill, we need to be all inclusive.
Inclusivity.
You know, because having and I don't know if you noticed this too, they make the villain almost always a white dude.
Yeah, in every movie.
The villain is always a white dude like some wasp. White Anglo-Saxon and Protestant, evil.
You know what movie did that perfectly? Did you see this movie about the strippers in New York? It was called, Lizzo was in it, all these celebrities.
Yeah.
What was it? Hustlers. And it was at a club that I've been to many times. L Strip Club. I know you shouldn't waste your time in there. You shouldn't waste money in there. It's a bad place to go. It took place in this club called, I don't know if I want to shout it out or if I want to shout it out. But anyway, the clientele in the movie was all these Wall Street white dudes. Right, rich white dudes, because that's who's always the antagonist in these movies. I've been to that club 20 times. There's never any of them in there. You know who's in there? Scammers from Brooklyn. Guys throwing the stimmy checks and unemployment checks. Like a lot of young kids, they don't serve alcohol in there. So you can be like a kid in there. So it's like guys who got a scam and check who did like all debits, tap in on their Instagram story, and then they throw the money in the club. That's who's there. Or just like people from Long Island. It's fun. It's a shitty place. It's grimy, whatever the fuck. But in the movie, in the same club, they tried to keep the atmosphere the same. They added alcohol, and all the clientele were Wall Street suit guys. Why? Because if they showed guys from the hood throwing money, they don't want that to be the antagonist. That doesn't make sense for the agenda. They're supposed to make the white man look bad, white man bad, white man mad. Even in The Matrix, like all the agents were just like the most crispy looking suit white guys.
And this is coming from two guys that are colored. Like my parents are from Sudan. I grew up in a Muslim household. Guys, like he's who knows what he is. Like I can see through it. Like the common enemy in the United States is
white man.
White man. Okay, white man bad. But if you're black, gay, trans, whatever it is, you're like the champion. And Netflix has been pushing this for a while. Like I can see the social justice warrior undertones. I've seen this with the superheroes. They're making them more weak. They're making them less masculine. They're making them more feminine.
Or whatever the fuck the new Spider-Man is, like a 5'7", like dorky. Well, Spider-Man, go! And you know what's really funny to me? All the hit piece articles coming out. I know that they're having a really tough time coming up with insults, calling me an incel, saying toxic, blah blah blah, because the usual insults that they use for Trump, Alex Jones, Fuentes, all these guys, like, oh, right. But it doesn't really make that much sense for guys like me and you and even the Tate brothers, because people of color. So all the usual direct attacks they've used for all these guys who believe in the same shit and that have blindsided most people to brainwash you to think that Trump's an evil person, to justify orange man bad, orange man bad. It doesn't work on us. And so now they need to come up with new insults. Now they're trying to use words like toxic, insecure, and it's just like, I don't think it's gripping the people the same way. The white man bad analogy is way easier to get somebody canceled.
Here's the other thing, too.
Racism is way easier to manipulate most weak people's emotions, usually women.
Here's the other thing too. People got to understand that the message is more important than the messenger. So if someone states a fact, the fact is what matters, not who said fact. I'll give you an example. If I say something like, hey, the most evicted class of people in the United States right now are black women, that might give me a little bit of a headache, right? Like people would come up to me and be like, oh, you're an asshole, you're racist against your own people, blah, blah, blah. But I'm colored, so I have a little insulation of protection, right? But if a KKK member or a white dude said it, they're like, oh my God, that's so racist, that's so fucked up. But it doesn't matter because it's still a fact, okay? It doesn't matter who said it. What matters is that it's true.
But you can't say facts anymore.
But you can't say facts anymore.
You need to lead with empathy. You need to lead with feelings. You need to think about
Here's the other crazy part too. Like they'll sit there and like they'll be like, well, you can't speak on this issue because you don't align to this race or this group of people. Yes, I can, because if I'm stating a fact, it doesn't matter what group I align myself with. That's like saying, oh, you can't say 1 + 1 isn't 2 because you're not a mathematician. But that's the clown world that we're in. You have to be a part of the group to be able to comment on something that is universally known and factual. Clown world.
Myron, when you see everyone around you flaunting wealth, how do you stay so disciplined? If you're a man of certain stature, isn't it better when people speaking to you understand their economic position in relation to yourself?
That's a good question because I'm in Miami where everyone is fucking out here trying to flaunt and ball and do all this other stupid shit. I look at it like, yo, I'm just more disciplined than these ass clowns, and I probably have more money than them. Like most of the people that I deal with, like they'll look at me and be like, oh, you don't got money. I guarantee I have a higher net worth than them.
Yo, thanks a lot, Myron.
That's how I look at it. But yeah, dude, you just got to be disciplined. And here's the thing: I just took my skills that I learned from the gym, eating well, sleeping, drinking water, all this stuff, and I just applied it to finances. And that's why I say all the time, the gym is the foundation of your manhood. Because if you can apply that discipline in the gym, I promise you can apply it in other endeavors.
Take care of your body, take care of your mind.
Facts.
I be in the gym too. You just think they'll go, I'm skinny, but I go to the gym 3-4 times a week.
Do you even lift?
I be doing push-ups and calisthenics, man. I'm trying to get better at boxing. They tell boxers not to lift weights, bro. I'm tall, that's why I'm skinny. Okay, fuck, I'm gonna start lifting more. Yeah, I was just benching with our unnamed friend yesterday.
Oh.
We just did a bench there with AT and Myron. We're doing the same weight. You feel what I'm saying?
He who shall not be named.
He who should not be named, yeah. Bro, that guy was just 25 reps, but he doesn't even work out that much. He's like, the guy's jacked, but he just, at a certain point, you just need to maintain muscle. You don't need to keep growing. And thanks a lot. Base Mom says, Sneeko, sweet little pumpkin. Thanks a lot for that mixed race analogy. I really needed that right now. But if I do that, then they won't call me a misogynist as much. Thank you offline for the 10. 4 for the Apollo. Thanks for the 5. Have you seen the new movie trailer called Bros? It's leftist trash. No, fuck.
No. Why would we watch that?
Now I want to watch it. The Rational Male. Oh, is that Rollo?
Yeah, shout out to Rollo Tomasi, man.
Hey, how you doing, man? Shout out to Rational Male. Actress and director Olivia Wilde said that the villain in the latest film, Don't Worry, Darling, was based on this insane man called Jordan Peterson, a pseudo-intellectual hero for the incel community. Exactly.
Oh my God.
Jordan Peterson is a perfect example of a guy who just speaks facts. A college professor, more high IQ than almost too high IQ for the internet. They need to ban him. They don't understand him. The guy's not problematic or emotional at all. He just speaks facts, and now he's a pseudo-intellectual. How being smart is pseudo-intellectual? A hero for the incel community? How?
Dude, Jordan Peterson is literally like,
fucking clown
if you guys don't believe that we're in a clown world, this proves it even more. He has systematically
Olivia Wilde
and embarrassed so many interviewers that tried to like hit him with that SJW leftist propaganda. He's embarrassed them on their own platform so many times, right? With facts, undisputed, yet they still will sit there and label him as a leader of the incel community. I'm telling you guys, anything, all right? Burn this into your brains right now. Anything that teaches men how to become better versions of themselves, anything self-improvement is going to be considered misogynistic, toxic content.
Incel, the fact that you are trying to help out men and care about their mental health means you're a champion for incels. Maybe that should be a bigger fact that so many more men are incels today.
Like one in three
men haven't had sex in a year or are virgins right now. And so it's not the fact that he's a champion for the incels, it's just that more men are incels and he's trying to help them out. But they focus on the guy trying to help guys out instead of focusing on the fact that so many guys are upset right now, getting addicted to prawn, spending all their money on OF. Isn't OF like one of the biggest online
and not only that,
world?
like this is how dumb a lot of these women are. No, not all women, but like a lot of these liberals. What they don't understand is that when guys aren't competent, who suffers? The women suffer. The women are the ones that want the relationship and the security from one guy. So guess what, you dumb bimbos? If only a minority of the men are competent and actually successful and understand what it takes to be attractive, well, guess what these guys are going to do when they have the leverage? They're not going to commit to none of you fucking hoes. They're going to have multiple girls. 20. They're not going to commit. And then you're going to be sitting there like, why are guys assholes? Where'd all the nice guys go, etc.? Well, guess what? The sexual marketplace almost always fixes itself. So you go ahead and complain, oh, look at this guy teaching all these incels how to like be guys, whatever. That's going to allow them to be more attractive so that you have more men around. They estimate in the next 10 to 20 years that there's going to be an overwhelming amount of single women. Women keep themselves single for their own bad decisions because they say stupid shit like this.
Edgar says, Sneeko, Tristan, and Andrew saved me from suicidal depression. Thank you, guys. I wish I could meet y'all and say thank you. Exactly. Guys will say this, and instead they'll just say, incel, problematic, toxic. They don't fucking focus on the fact that these people's lives are being saved by the red pill. This is helping out men. Nobody else talks about this. All the movies are pushing this SJW bullshit agenda. I want to watch that Bros thing after. They push She-Hulk. They push all this women empowerment in movies. There's none of this happening. The only movie that they talk about this is from like Taxi Driver in 1973, Fight Club from 1999. You can't talk about this shit. You got to flavor it around.
Question, Sneeko. That loser that said that you should be canceled, I wonder how many people he's kept from killing themselves.
Nobody. The only people that watch is the fucking losers that want to ban me are fat lesbians and ugly people, bro. LGBTQ confused people. People who are changing their gender right now. That's who watches that stupid soy boy bullshit content. No men watch that. And we all know that. Yo, thank you for the 5.
No one likes Curtis Connor. He's not saving no lives.
Bro.
He's probably putting on some panties right now.
It's just coping bullshit content. People who don't want to further themselves in life. So all they do is shit on people who are trying to improve, who think faster, who are funnier. Well, this is kind of scary. Well, these alpha males are... I've never even once called myself an alpha male. And because I'm trying to talk about something that's real, like, whoa, these alpha males seem insecure. Like, it's just like with the funky lighting and the over editing.
We've never once called ourselves alpha males, yet they run around and say, oh, look at these toxic alpha males, whatever. That's them projecting because they know they're inadequate.
Because
and they know
they're
that
beta.
they're beta. Yeah.
They're fucking
They're
pussies.
beta and they know it.
So these alpha, I've never fucking once said that, man.
Yeah, we don't call ourselves alphas.
Well, thank you for calling me an alpha. I didn't think that before you
But
said
these
it.
losers like Curtis Connor, etc., that make these hit pieces.
Compared to you, bro,
and talk
compared, I'm
shit,
an alpha male.
Like Philion, like all these guys do is criticize people that are doing better than themselves. That's really what it comes down to. They sit there and criticize people that are doing better than themselves. Like, you're not gonna, even if I didn't like someone like, let's say, Grant Cardone, I'm not gonna make a hit piece talking shit about him because he's doing better than me. But these fucking dorks always do that. And it's like, bro, what the hell? Why are y'all talking shit? We don't even know y'all.
Because they're coping. They're bringing down from the top. They're feeding down from people who are more successful.
Are you helping people from putting guns in their mouths? No. The fuck? You guys are pussies that are putting on thongs probably right now as we speak to make your hit piece.
Painting their fingernails right before making their video. Bag Chaser Antonio, thanks Antonio. The Tate's going to be on the stream. No, they're going to go right after on Rumble and on Fresh and Fit. Rumble Tate Speech and Fresh and Fit on YouTube, and then it's going to go to Rumble. Also, shout out to my Rumble, Real Sneeko Live and Real Sneeko. Rumble CEO, hit me up. I think AT hit you up.
I think the people are really liking this duo.
Yeah, it's good. They enjoy it. Good flow. Casey Smith, you can't know about gender because you're not a biologist, but people will tell you what to do politically without being a politician. Yeah, everybody's a fucking scientist when it comes to gender, but when it comes to anything else, well, you can't speak on that. If you're not that race, you can't say that. But I know everything about gender because I paint my nails. Offline, thanks for the 5. Since I started watching AT, I feel more motivated and addicted to my goals. Sneeko, you're my brother's piece, yo. All right, let me watch this fucking movie trailer, bros. You got to go?
No.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I did not hear about this movie. This is definitely... Oh, every fucking movie nowadays is put out as...
We got 2 girls that, by the way, guys, that are... but we're making this content for y'all.
Yeah, I got
fuck her.
2 girls in the living room right now. But this is more important.
Yeah, this is more important. The guys are more important.
I wanted to prove a point that there is
look right now. We're proving it right now. Actually, you know, I just thought about
trafficking.
that. Yeah, there's none. I was gonna say, like, look at this right now. Like this, guys, this is what you need to do. You're prioritizing work. We're prioritizing our purpose over women.
I got 2 bitches.
This is what y'all need to do. Like, I can't tell you guys how many times dudes will sit there. Right?
Oh, I thought that was them.
And like cancel.
I was really afraid that we were shit talking about Justin walks in.
Who cares if we are? Like, so many guys will go ahead and put their life on hold, bro.
Why does Justin look like a Giga Chad meme? With the aviators. Well, when they talk about like the Arnold Schwarzenegger 80s action figure look, bro, that's just Justin Waller, bro. Of course you came and smoking a cigar too. Doesn't he look like that meme of like of people putting him as profile picture?
Texas Chad, bro. The Southern Chad.
Okay, now I'm not putting you flexing on the camera, bro. Get the fuck up out. I'm not flexing on my... No, you're going to plug it.
Wait, did it...
Do you even lift? What was that thing in the early 2000s? That's your generation, the fucking...
Oh, that's Suck It. That's from WWE
Suck It, yeah,
or WWF
I
back
never
then.
watched WWE. Thank you for the 5.
Yeah, that was before your time, bro.
Billionaire.
You got the Roman Reigns era. L
What the
era.
fuck you're talking about?
L era.
Yeah, just L boomer over here. Gideon got banned purely because he attacked Twitch where it hurts by calling people incels for watching hot tub streams. Yeah, he called out the simps. He called out the fucking problem that's going on. He exposed the truth. He pulled back the curtain, showed that Pokimane is just having a bunch of people that want to be in a relationship with her but can't be. I love you, Pokimane. I love you, Pokimane. Blah, 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 blah. And then I'll be like, well, Pokimane. I'm like, okay, Gideon, is Pokimane even fucking funny? Stupid. No,
No,
nobody
she ain't,
watches
bro.
Pokimane because she's funny. They just want a girlfriend. They don't have one. And he pulled back the curtain. Pokimane's getting slapped up every night. Stupid. She actually has a boyfriend. And you guys are what? Stupid. Here's your buddy. Here's your buddy. Oh, give me a little bit of attention through a screen. Actually, not really, because you're talking to 10,000 guys in the chat. It's fucking bullshit.
Bro,
That's why I got banned.
guys like us are bad for the economy. That's why they need simps in rotation. Bro, the Twitch economy would crash if dudes stopped donating to these fucking hoes. You know what I'm saying? It would literally crash. Like, here's the thing. We're looking at your guys' super chats. We're answering questions. We're giving you guys value back. We're giving you guys masculine advice to become better versions of yourself. Like, these hoes on Twitch, what the fuck are they doing? They're watching television. They're sleeping. I've seen bitches sleeping with 100,000 people watching. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Clown world.
No, stop giving your time and attention to that. You know damn well they're not fucking funny. They're not entertaining. You just want a girlfriend, bro. If Pokimane didn't put a
Holy
makeup on,
shit.
you would not watch that stream, stupid.
Dude, if guys stop giving girls free attention for nothing more than the fact that they have vaginas and they have tits, yo, these girls will go fucking crazy. And then guys will be able to get some power back. I'm telling y'all, bro, men are finally starting to wake up. And when men wake up, crazy things happen because they don't sit there and give away their attention to these chicks that don't fucking deserve it.
Yo, W Fresh over there. They were asking for you back, but it's fine. Sling, thanks for the 5. First transgender army officer just got charged for treason for selling military medical info to Russia. I did not know that. You got to look that up on Fedit.
Yeah.
Luca Hoffman, shout out to the 20 euros. Stop wasting so much time and energy with these random 304s. Focus on yourself, your family, and making
Facts.
yourself financially free so you can enjoy life and not waste it with the rat race of the 9 to 5. Also, buy some Bitcoin. Dom DeMarco. Facts. You still got it? Dom DeMarco. Zaydadon, thank you for the 5. Red 23 soon, not blue 23. I don't know what that means. Oh, we didn't even watch the movie trailer yet. Cole Ludolph, thanks for the 10. Keep spreading the facts. We need more men like you guys.
You
in the
might get hit
sensitive
with a
world.
copyright.
A trailer?
You might, yeah. Motion Picture's gonna hit you.
Okay, chat. We'll watch it sped up.
There you go.
How important would you say is to rest and sleep is, bro? These are simple
Critical.
questions. Yeah, but you know the answer to this. Did you really need to give me $5? Thank you for the $5, Martin. But you know that it's important to rest and sleep.
8 to 10
so
hours. Just no. If you only get 5 hours of sleep, your testosterone drops precipitously.
Yeah, there you go. The great word, precipitously. Perspicacity. I'm an unmatched perspicacity. All my opponents are defeated because of... Okay, shut up. Christian, thanks for the 10. What are the best investments to make as a young person earning $80K a year in Miami? I've been told to save over the next couple of years, but that's not going to make me millions long term.
Invest in it's two things. Either invest in a business or invest in real estate. If you invest in a business, it's going to allow you to generate more income, which will allow you to invest in real estate faster and at a better level. But if you want and you like your job, whatever it may be, you save that money up and invest in real estate.
Okay, let's watch the movie trailer. It's called Bros. I'm very curious about it. Chat, pay attention because I want to show, if you don't believe in me, I want to show you the brainwashing that's going on. I guarantee, I have no idea what this movie is. It's going to make men look weak. It's going to make men look stupid because if you look at every single movie and TV show, all the guys are fucking retarded. Peter Griffin, Homer Simpson, Bob's Burgers, King and Queens, the Ross from Friends, the other guy in Friends, every single male in a movie and a TV show or mostly TV are just shown as this goofy, stupid idiot, while the wife is this elevated, smart woman who's actually pulling the strings behind the scenes of this dorky husband. That's programming. It's trying to tell you that the woman's really in charge. She's actually doing it, even though she's a stay-at-home mom, cooking every single day. The guy providing, he doesn't know anything. He's stupid.
Women aren't in charge of anything. Bro, if you ask a chick what do you want to have for lunch, she don't even know. If you can't even make a decision on what the fuck you want to eat, which is imperative to your ability to survive, how the hell are you going to be able to make any real decisions?
And shout out to Fresh Prince because we did a blind date and it just exposed the fact that when women don't have their appearances to go off of when you go on a blind date, they have fucking nothing to talk about. Did you see that? That blonde girl, you know what she asked me? And I make fun of this all the time. What's your favorite color? Stupid. How the fuck are you gonna ask a grown man what his favorite color is? Because when I put a blindfold on, she's so used to everyone like, whoa, you look really great. Are your titties fake? Let me tell you about your childhood. I'm just like, here, like, okay, what do you want to talk about? I don't know. Nothing. No personality. Stupid. They don't have to because everybody's just gonna go.
It's really revealing. You know what the crazy part is? Like, let's say we flip the script, right? and you asked her what's your favorite color, she will be like, oh, this guy's boring. This guy's whack.
Yep.
It's amazing, bro, how like when you use girls' own lines on them, they don't know what the fuck to do. Like it's just like, oh shit. Oh, like girls have no game. They don't understand what it takes to be attractive. That's why I tell y'all never listen to female dating advice. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
No, never.
And in general, most women are very, how do I say this, lackluster and boring, guys, because they've never had to self-improve. And think about it, guys. If you could get, I want y'all to go into an imagination real quick before we go into this trailer. If you were to able to get a bad bitch to show up at your house and suck your dick and fuck you regardless of how you behaved. Let's say you can be playing video games all day with Cheetos crumbs on your fucking chest and you haven't worked out in 3 years and you got a bad bitch, a new one by the way, showing up at your house every single day sucking your dick for smashing you. Would you really go to the gym? Would you go and get a good job? Would you care to go to med school or become a doctor? Would you care about starting a business or investing? You probably fucking wouldn't. That's the modern day woman, assholes. Girls don't improve because they don't have to.
They don't have to. They all think they're perfect. They all think they're 10s. And it's the brainwashing. That's why I want to watch this movie right now. Disney and all these movies, all the propaganda, all the feminism, everything they see on infographics on Instagram, everything is empowering women, empowering women. You're perfect the way you are. Yeah, show off your body. Show your roles. Yell your abortion. You're a perfect queen. And women do not hold each other accountable. Yeah, fucking women, when they gather together, they don't roast each other like men do. See, Myron will fucking roast the shit out of me, call me skinny, say I need to get in the gym. I'll talk about his hair. He'll make fun of Fresh's voice. We roast each other. Have you ever heard women like, you shut up, you fat bitch? They don't do that.
Never.
They don't do. They
won't talk to each other for a year after that.
They just gas each other up. They lie to each other. They encourage it. And when they hear the other feminist garbage empowering each other, they just go, yeah, she's crazy. She's the fun one in the group. They are not capable of holding each other accountable. And let me show you the brainwashing right now. I hope one more donation before. I'm going to join Iman Gaji to start my agency. I'm currently in debt with 40K truck, but I'm going to just get rid of it and start all over. Want to become free even if it takes a complete reset. Well, if you're 40K in debt, you should not be giving me $10, but thank you. Charlie, thanks for the 10. I was drinking too often, abusing weed, and got arrested and stabbed. Now I'm only trying to do things that will improve my life, like lifting twice a day, and I'm making a video about the changes. You and Tate help. Thank you. Okay.
There you go, my friend.
Let's get into the brainwashing. This is the Bros movie trailer. I'm going to speed it up so I don't get copyrighted. Let's play it at 1.25. It's only 2 minutes, so maybe we don't need to watch the whole thing.
Hey guys, it's Bobby Lieber coming to you from the future home of the LGBTQ plus museum.
Okay, it's called Bros, and immediately they're already talking about LGBTQ, and the guys, hey, welcome back to this movie, Bros. You see it? But watch the movie for 5 seconds. 5 seconds in.
He fucked up.
Oh God. Go ahead, keep going.
Everyone is really excited and totally getting along.
This happens to be Bisexual Awareness Week, and
you want to say hi? Oh, come on! Just yell hi real quick. They've been begging for you the whole time. They don't even know who I am. Top G in the building. We're gonna keep watching this though. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here.
20. Oh, what time is it? Oh shit! I didn't even realize.
All right.
Already 11:40.
Free Top G. Free Top G.
Oh, chat's going crazy.
no one has acknowledged it. Lesbian History Month was in March. Nobody said a goddamn thing. Of course, lesbians get a month and we get a week.
So what's happening? Didn't you guys have an announcement?
This is a little unexpected. We are in a throuple situation.
Damn, chat going crazy right now. Okay, well, we get the point. I don't really even want to watch this bullshit, to be honest. I don't want to risk a copyright. It's just promoting a bunch of LGBTQ nonsense. You already know what the fuck is going on. All these movies are propaganda. Tune into Fresh and Fit tonight, starting at what time? In 20 minutes?
Literally in 20 minutes, guys.
20 minutes. It's going to go to Rumble.
We'll be on Rumble as well.
Follow Tage Beast on Rumble. I am a little bit of a risk. Unfortunately, I can't appear on the emergency meeting. It's a big disappointment for me. But you know what I did, chat? This is maybe a lesson that you could take. He saw me before I started streaming. This is how I was sitting. Down, feeling depressed. I didn't want to do anything. I was feeling like, fuck. Usually the old me, I would have just went back to the hotel, laid sideways on my phone, scrolled and coped, and maybe called somebody. Cried. Yeah, been a little bitch, but instead you have to be a man of action if you want to get shit done. And so now we had a W stream. And at first I didn't even want to do it. I genuinely didn't, but mine was like, yo, you gotta, bro, like,
you got to do it regardless of how you feel.
No matter, you got to show up every day. The guy who's in shape is going to the gym even when he doesn't feel like going. So you just got to do it regardless. And this was fun. I turned it on. Action's more fun as a guy. It, like inaction and laying down and being a bitch, I will feel like a bitch, but I just don't really have to do anything. So it's just kind of, that's when you get depressed. That is depression right there. Inaction. If I had just went back to the hotel and laid sideways, I'm depressed. Instead, I forgot about it. We had a lit stream. Get some W's if you want to see it. Tune into Tage Speech on Rumble. Tune into Fresh and Fit right after this. Thank you for stopping by. Shout out to my Rumble 2, Sneeko Live, and Real Sneeko, CEO of Rumble. Hit me up. Let's strike up a deal because this is not going to be able to last very long.
Later, guys.
later. And one more from Hater. The line is my unmatched perspicacity coupled with my sheer indefatigability makes me a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor. How do you say that word? Indefatigability. Fuck, bro. I'm illiterate. Indefatigability. Is Topsy here to say this word?
Indefatigable. Okay.
But yeah, shout out to, sign up for the Creativity Kit. It's $50 a month. We do 3 calls a week. There's a whole course on how to make money on social media right now. You need to stop getting boxed into these traditional ideas of how to make money. It's $50 a month, and I've gotten people jobs directly. These people are networking right now. We're learning a lot. If you want to learn everything that I've heard about from here, I have a lot more knowledge from this trip. I'm going to be teaching it in the Creativity Kit. I do 3 calls a week. And follow Fetid1811. That's Myron's personal channel. Also, Fresh and
breakdown criminal case for y'all. And then the other, it's indefatigability. There you go.
You said it right. I'm not going to try it.
Yeah.
And that's it. Yeah, follow me on Instagram at Sneeko. My TikTok was banned. Fuck them. My Twitter was banned. Fuck them. We don't need it. Watch me still turn up even without 2 of the biggest social media platforms. Thank you, chat. W's. I'll see you soon.
Peace.